Hello, everybody. Welcome to VR Master League. We're here on the Challenger Cup for Europe in day 2. That means today is the day that determines who advances to the finals, who advances to Master Tier next weekend for the Season 5 Championships. So, exciting times ahead for sure in these first couple of matches. I'll be Palador, and I'll also be Palador after that, being joined by Locky, Retap Worm, Wonder T-Man on the cams, and we are getting ready to go with Femboys versus Donda Academy, and this will be an elimination match in the lower bracket after the events that transpired yesterday. So, Locky, I know you were here on venues yesterday casting these matches and these teams. What are your expectations and your thoughts?
I mean, this is the day that matters. The first day, you can't draw any conclusions from that and then try and attempt to bring them into this day. This is an entire new fight. I mean, the first day is just whatever, right? It'll lead into the second day, but it's just teeing up for really what's going to come to happen. And this is it. I mean, and this is the last Challenger Cup. It's take it or leave it. You either get into Master and make a name for yourself in the final sprint, or you fall away and you don't make it. You don't make your last shot and you'll have to wait another season. And the entirety of a season, the entirety of an off season before you can get that opportunity again. So this is really it for them. This is it. And everything yesterday is just a warm up for what's going to come into here. But I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the matchups. There's been a lot of potential, a lot of great skill being shown from a lot of the teams, and I'm hyped to see it. I'm hyped to see what they bring to the table in a more high stakes game. And
Retep, how about you, Mr. Evil Genius over there? How's it going?
Dude, good. I'm really excited for today, right? Games we saw yesterday, there were some really good ones in there. Femboys playing very clean in their second game to come into this. They didn't quite get the fireballs, but they did play really well. And honestly, yesterday, have they had the time now to come back? They had a little reset. They're going into this game. I think it's going to be really key this first minute to see where they're going to go with it. They can keep the momentum going. Who's going to get on top as the first joust is coming out?
All right, thank you, Retep, and thank you, everyone, for joining us here across the venues, across the Twitch streams. Here we go on the first round joust. It'll be picked up by Starkey. Starkey having it picked back by Skag. That's a clear. That's a boost. Could be a first goal impending there with the open one, but no, good stun.
Yeah, nice on that start of the game so far. First joust happened. No one scored just yet, but there goes the disc flying up. Oh, this could be the Femboys' chance again. Open goal, but they're not there in time. It is the stacks from Donda Academy. They've learned that. They work it back. Little reset, and there's the clear to go upfield. They're going to try and chase it down. No, instead it is going to be Femboys. Once again, almost a minute gone. No goals scored yet.
All right, bouncing to Ruskin here as the team still kind of in that feel-out process early in the streams, of course, and obviously the whole viewing factor, spectators. I mean, that's always a factor, at least for a lot of teams, just kind of calming down, melting into the headset, forgetting about what's happening outside and just focusing on the inner as they get into the outer of the bubble. There's Starkey with a quick tap and bounces beautifully to Gooblin, actually. Passes it softly to Woozy, and Woozy does see the 2 go right on in.
Damn, that was nice. That's a good way to get that goal. They got the disc like quite a nice long distance there from the side down to the bottom, and wasting no time at all. Femboys with their first 2-pointer of the round. Now, time for Donda Academy's first QB. Can they get it through? We saw some really nice counter QB plays yesterday all around. Oh, and they go with the double stack in left tunnel, passing across the other side, but don't quite connect. Stack race, and it is Femboys who recover, and now passing back upfield.
And a quick stack, though, lining up the open goal, and that's 4 points uncontested. Beautiful. Only 15 seconds expired off that one. It's uncanny almost how that happens, Retep, where the first goal of a game, or really any goal of a game, you'll have this dry spell for a minute or two, and then the next one after that first score comes within seconds, it seems like. All the time it happens like that. It's all about rhythm and flow.
It is, absolutely. I mean, it's that kind of like both sides are waiting back. They're trying to take their time to not get rushed into things. Once that goal score, it does. Oh! Break that. That could have been another break right there, but they're not quite. They do instead just thing away. Gooblin blocking for a long time, but there's Ruskin with the patience to wait that one out. Passing up down below again. Working around. The stuns are coming nice and fast at the minute, but it's not enough. Maybe they have to pass back to a little reset. Now they're going up, going inside, trying to get it in. No, but the defense is there in time to slap it away.
So back to a little bit of control, or at least searching for it. The stacks obviously looming at middle, and it's always anywhere on the floor. There's going to be multiple stacks looming for either team as that bounces waywards into the blue zone. Now, Femboys here, uncontested so far as being stopped on their goal attempts. Donda Academy trying to get back in defense. 3 inside the goal just about. A couple now diving out to contest the approaching player as the stacks go once more. There's a bit of a bounce. If they can get this read, they'll have a good look at it. And shooting, scoring, Memento. And they finally break that ice.
They do with a 3-pointer. That's what they want, right? 3 pointers. So significant. Brought that one now to just 1 point apart. 6 minutes to go. Both sides still warming up into this game, working out each other, so feeling the ice around. Now it is a chance for Femboys to their first QB as it's fast one, straight into the left. Oh, the pressure is on though. The stack is quick and they take that disc before they can read it. And there we go. Skag gets another one. Donda Academy now taking the lead.
See, uncanny, isn't it? Took a few minutes to get their first goal over on Donda. And then the next one comes out in 8 seconds and they score again. All about that rhythm and the flow.
You called it. We called it, man. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's interesting to see then if these guys can do anything else against it now, or if they're going to get caught again. Oh, and they do. They're a little bit shaken, missing that first pass. They do recover it, slapping it away just in time. But they're going to need to play a little bit smart here to not get caught up. But the defense is holding back a little bit, which gives them the time. No! A missed pass from that pressure from that stack means they're going to have to work again. Gublin with a nice reset across. Now, some good passing plays does keep the disc in their hands. But they're under the pressure of the stack. They'll be quick. They do. They find the attack, the stun, and the goal. The lead switches back to the Femboys.
Really nicely done. And they struggled a little bit on those rollouts, last couple of rollouts with the passes, but you see what they did there. You called it. They had some nice passes. They slowed it down. They had people all in position, both ceiling and floor, left and right. So they really gave themselves the spacing required to take a breather, in a sense, as they worked it up the floor and find that calm passing play. And now they find themselves with a disc again. There's Gublin with a deep clear, although the stacks are already there to collect defensively. So they'll now turn it back into some offense for Memento and co. Skag attached right at the feet as off to the races once more. Oh, a big grab, actually, coming in from Skag. Could not quite get the hit, though, but luckily the back stack is there to meet them, and now they're positioning out, as you can see here, Retep.
Yeah, no, it's very nice. They're definitely doing a good job here, passing back and forth, holding in the hand. Oh, a nice tank there, finding the open pass. And no, the goalie save at the last second saves them there. As Donda now has the chance to attack. The goal's open. The Femboys are going to attack instead, but no, they just accidentally clear. Oh, they go for the blind shot of the goal under pressure, but it just misses and goes past. That's unfortunate. Back to their own side. Now they're the ones under attack by Donda. The goal! The 3 points! It goes in! They leave the goal open for a second. Skag sees it, and Skag scores it straight away. 2 points up.
That's almost salt in the wound right there, Retep, because a beautiful save coming in from Woozy, but then they couldn't convert on the other end, and on top of it, they get scored on for 3, so that'll leave you feeling woozy if you're the Femboys. Unfortunate turnaround there, and even more so as they miss the disc. Now it's a race, and it's a 2-on-1 off the head, and an assist essentially off the goalkeeper as Memento. Now they're going mental. They're 10-6. That is a tough, tough series of plays these last 30 seconds.
Got to shout out though, Wilfred there. I mean, messing up that disc, it does happen, but able to grab the enemies, come back with them, and just do enough to stop them getting that free. Sitting there in that goal, forcing them to score a 2 instead. They could have been a lot worse. Right, the 3 point is pretty deadly at this point. Being 5 points down, be 1, but no! As we're saying that, they're now 7 points up, and Donda Academy say, hey, we didn't get that free? Well, here's another one. And now 7 points. That is significant.
Donda just exploding right now. The first few minutes, they couldn't score a goal, and then once it started going, they couldn't turn off that faucet anymore. They are in an absolute flow. And at the moment, another potential turnover. This is really damaging here. Femboys got to, get back on defense, get their stacks together because they're struggling there in the back line. And a big Dusty coming in from Skag. Skag looking high and saying bye to Gublin, and it's not in, unfortunately. All the moves in the book, but not the finish. A rebound still yet from HO, stunned by Starkey and out.
Yeah, here it goes out now. 2 minutes to go. A lot of time. They need this point. Oh, but it just sails past. Unfortunate there. The Femboys could really have done with that goal, but they are going to go for another one. Swing it in, and a ding! Oh no, straight off the bottom. Barely. If they'd given it a millimeter higher, that would have been a perfect goal. But they do have another chance. With 2 minutes to go, they're going to need to be quick, and they need to not get intercepted like that.
Yeah, luckily for them, they get back on the defense here. The thing is, they need to score here, as you mentioned. If they don't, they really need to consider maybe a timeout here within whenever the next opportunity arises, because you can tell that passing rhythm is just not quite there. A lot of the passes going slightly astray, the shots dinging, so they just need to calm it down a little bit, because otherwise they're going to be punished for it as Skag gets that rebound off the backboard. Few jukes and great defense coming in, but offense causing great offense. Memento Mori does it again.
Yeah, Donder Academy are running away with this round now. They're showing some really nice control over this game. But, I mean, Femboys coming out hot from the beginning, but now they've been put on the back foot by Donder, and they are really struggling to find a way to counter it. They still have time. They have 9 points down. There's still lots and lots of time to come back from this. But 25 seconds, all the time they can spend getting 3 different goals. If they do lose the disc, they can get it right now, but with time running out, they have to move really fast.
Absolutely, and at this point too, not even enough time necessarily for a timeout and comeback, but they do need to find just a way to score at the very least, prepare themselves for that next round here, and get some good plays in defensively, offensively, either or. They need to find their stride once again. Otherwise, that Donda is going to continue to punish as they have. They have just absolutely unloaded 3s upon 3s and 2s upon 2s, and they've gotten pretty much everything that they have wanted except for that Wilfred denial.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lovely bit of goalkeeping as they do get that one away. The goalkeeping has been really significant for them. They could have had a lot more points down, but as it is, with only 15 seconds to go, a nice attack coming in though, a shot, but the goalie is sat there. Just gonna hold the disc in hand. No, whoa, they accidentally let him. They try and hold it a little bit too long, and it is gonna be scored on the Femboys. Goblin taking that one, but with that is gonna be the first round by a lovely 7 points. Thunder takes it.
And over to the sidelines now. What did you think about that first round, Lockie?
I mean, that's a big round, right? That's your first game coming in and potentially your last. I mean, the loser is eliminated. I talked before about the significance of this game, and, well, the first round's really going to dictate what happens. And I feel like Femboys had a huge potential. The start, they came out fast. They scored a large amount of points, and then all of a sudden, they just got absolutely smashed on their QB. I mean, that seemed to be one of the big defining factors. As soon as Donder Academy got a goal, they backed it up immediately with another one by punishing Femboy's weak QB. And not only that, but that was a huge mistake, huge upset halfway through the round. This game was setting out to be quite a close game and maybe even quite an entertaining one. And all of a sudden, one big miss from Wilfred R right next to the goal, and with a bit of time, maybe a goalie next to him, and he just missed the goal entirely. And mistakes like that cannot happen if you want to get into Master, because that then cost them a 3 and then another 3 when they missed the disc coming out of the QB. I mean, I don't know if it's pressure or something else, but either way, you cannot afford to be doing that at this level if you want to be getting into that Master position. So whatever they do coming into this next round, they got to find their strength. They got to find some more confidence and play a bit stronger than they did that round.
All right, thank you, Lockie, and absolutely agreed. On one hand, part of me is also surprised that they didn't consider maybe taking even a couple extra minutes here. Of course, between rounds, you can take a combined 5 minutes between the two teams if either team wishes, but they're just getting right into it. So let's see if this pays off. They didn't initiate a timeout last time around either, but if they can start off with maybe the first goal here, or just get some, again, good feeling kind of plays, and they'll be okay. Woozy trying to make that happen, although loses the disc here to Memento.
Yeah, losing that disc, going around again for an attack. Oh, they do recover it and send it away. There's Lucy trying to recover it, but no, they do lose it. Sent upfield, back down again, all around. At the minute, not able to get quite where they wanted to. His round after a little bit of a messy start of both sides, because the stakes, as you said, are very, very high, and that is under pressure. But they recover it. The read, the clear from Starkey means they're going to have a chance, and they really want to get this first goal, get momentum going. A slap and a goal follows it. Wilfred starts off this round 2-0.
and right on the backs of some good defense. Now, we did even see that despite the large scoring from Donda last round, we did see Femboys on a few occasions make some good defensive stands. It was just on the other side of the floor that they struggled to convert on passes and shots. This time, making a difference in this new round, new team, first score. It's a very important one for them, for Retep, sorry.
Yeah, I'll never forget my name.
You're Lucky Worm, I think, right?
Taken by Lucky, the tech genius here. As you go in for an attack, and they clear it away up the field. No, not quite going in though. Instead, it isn't going to the hands of Skag and cleared straight back where it came from. Let's see. Unfortunate risk there of those clears is it is a bit of a race and you don't always win them. A bit of a risk each time, and they're going to go for it again. There's a clear, stack right behind, but there we go. Showing it once again, the risk and the losing that one. They immediately lose that disc straight into the hands of the opponent. So now we're going to have a chance to work it up under pressure, under the stuns, under the swarm of the Femboys who take it back in hand.
Well, Swarm is absolutely right. They just absolutely got mauled right on the inner edge of that bubble by a few different players. But as we've seen here, a lot of quick turnarounds. 1 second gets cleared into the mid lane and by one team, and then second later, it's the other team. A lot of back and forth here, and that's largely due to these stacks that are just continuing to blitz them up and down the floor, playing kind of a game of tennis almost, as Ruskin now the recipient. But there you go. Just like clockwork, Wilfred now with a disc. Doesn't miss. Assist by Starkey, 5 points. And this is looking a little bit like the beginning of round one, but we all know what happened in the latter portions of it.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate that the passing back and forth, the 3 clears in a row where they got it disc, they cleared it away. The Donda immediately recovers it, sends it back, lose disc, clear it away. Donda immediately, having 3 times in a row, they're finally able to get it past them. And Femboys did get that goal, but they need to watch out for it, because if they keep doing that, they could be in trouble as the goal comes in for a shot, but not quite going to make it in. Could have been a good free, but as is, we're still seeing Femboys 5-0, and they recover. There's Goblin, there's the clear. This time, again, not quite making out, but the stack is there. The shot comes in. Can they recover in time? They can. Can they get past? Option, they work it up, and no, Ruskin with the stun.
Oh, nice read from Ruskin. Some impressive defense on both ends, really, in that bubble offense. Just putting themselves in the good position to contest those drivers into the goal. And still yet, though, the thing is, these midfield turnovers, it's really a lot of back and forth, and almost a 50-50 on who comes away with offense first. But once it's in that bubble, the defense has been pretty lovely overall. Although there's no defenders in the goal right now, Retep doesn't matter because Goblin's there for recovery. Now Skag with the disc also. Once again, though, just sending it into a midfield full of 2 or 3 defenders there, it looked like. So this will be retained by Femboys. And they got another open one. Couldn't convert. A rebound from Starkey. Starkey searching for that back pass. Resetting here just to take an extra few seconds.
Yeah, Woozy now sitting back, making the players come to them, and as they do, pass past them. But there's no rush. No rush at all. Finding the open pass. They do. They're now in a really good position. Oh, they pass out a little bit. Can they find it behind? They shoot. The goalie is not stunned in time. They recover. They lose the disc once again. Recovered again on the floor. Shooting behind. Bouncing low. They just cannot quite get these goals coming at the minute. And a lot of messy work in the bubble. Unfortunately, at the moment, they recover. They do clean up there. There's some nice hacks. Can they find the pass behind? They do! They find the opportunity, and under that pressure, they're able to recover the disc again, and again, until that one makes it in.
Yeah, doing exactly what they needed to do. Wilfred there, knocking it off the dome, it looks like, of H-Low. But yeah, the defense, again, tremendous. Swarming, but once they got a little bit too caught up in swarming one player, that opened up a couple of open ones, and then they just had that 2-man game, the pass, the back pass, and now they have another goal getting past no one in the defensive zone. 9 points. Now this is definitely going the way. The momentum has shifted totally over to the Femboys, much like it did for Donda Academy in the latter 2/3 of round one. Donda Academy now, they scored so much last round. They have yet to break that ice here, and we're already 6 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, last time we saw Femboys starting out strong, but they just could not hold it. The pressure got to them, and it hit them hard. But now, They found it. They really found it. This is a round so far. 4 minutes to go. There's still plenty of time for Donda to come back, but they need to stop Femboy's momentum because right now it is absolutely owning this round as they are going to be stacked. Going for the clear. Maybe we recover in time and get a nice pass off. These guys are just doing some really nice passing work that's taking them up the field as the stack from Donda. Oh, nearly gets them. The shot comes at the goal, but it is going to be saved.
I see it passing up the floor. That was smooth as butter, but then maybe a little rush shot. Very bold to take it against the goalkeeper, especially that bouncer. And they're saying, no, sir. We're going to take our first score now because of that. Memento, who has been certainly on top of the points here today, leading the team with 9 thus far. Skag with the other 8. But that could just get him started, just like it did in round 1. So good lead for Femboys, but they still need to be careful because they're playing with fire here.
Oh, they are. They really are. They definitely need to get some points coming. And the stack is fast, but the pass is just faster as it is going to get taken away. The stun coming out on that stack slows them down for a moment, but not long enough. The stack's on it again. They recover the disc, working it up straight into the hands there. Starkey recovered once again. A little bit of a fumble. Both sides, they do get their hands on it. Just enough time for the stack to reform. Maybe no. Never mind. The pressure from Femboys is enough to get them on away. The stack chase it down, and they very casually just swing that one into the pocket, taking them now back to a 9 points up.
And Femboys have benefited off a few of those now, where they're able to boost a little bit faster and find themselves that open goal before the defense is able to retreat and defend it in time. So certainly a stark contrast, and kind of another case too, where I wonder, although possibly too little too late now in terms of maybe taking a timeout, I just wonder if it would come or not at some point, but looks like Donda Academy is just trying to stick with it and maybe get their second goal here soon. There's 2 minutes left. They've got the passes, they got the turnaround, but not enough power behind it. Wilfred getting another save, wrangling that disc, wrangling that player, but taking it right back as Ruskin, and a bounce into the mid lane, waiting one of these players to slowly arrive.
Yeah, a little bit too slow. It is going upfield now. Oh my god! Oh, the ding coming out there. That would have been a really deadly, but instead it is going to get cleared away. Not quite away. Now they have time. They still have time. 3 3-pointers in 1 minute 30 is so possible, but you know, the way that we're seeing the Femboys playing right now, it's so hard. And oh my god! Another read there. Sky clears it straight into those waiting arms. And lovely. They take that one, dodge that stack, work it around, and go for another attack. And it looks like they are not going to try and give any ground this round. Instead, they're going to get some more if they can, as they do. Go for another attack, missing the disc slightly, but recovering it and working up again.
And this has worked out great for Femboys, even with the misses. The really important key factor here is that they just spent a lot of clock. And the clock is the biggest enemy for Donda, so they don't even need these goals. Just the fact that it is staying here on this side of the arena for as long as it did has been enough to essentially secure them this round, because the time is almost out. Less than a minute. We are looking at a third round in what is an elimination game here in the Challenger Cup for Europe. Finals implications abound. The shots aplenty, but the time, again, almost out here.
Yeah, you know, it's true. Even though Femboys are winning and they're doing such a good job of holding down this possession, they are struggling in the bubble. They're really struggling to get these goals coming in the bubble. As I say that, of course, they actually come back. Hello, guys from VRML 2. You guys are just about to come over here for a round 3. Looks like it's going to be Femboys versus Donda Academy. Femboys starting round 1 strong, but losing it with an absolute stampede from Donda. And this time, a little switch around means with only 8 seconds to go, it looks like it is going to be absolutely Femboys round. And some confidence as they do recover the disc. Ooh, Donda going for one more goal, but they're held off. And that, round 2, is going to take us over to round 3. But Lockie, what's in long here? Expert at Ever, tell us, what's going on? What changed?
I think one of the main things that changed, I mentioned it in the previous round, but Femboys' main weakness that they had in that first round was their QB, and that was no exception in this round. The one QB they had, they messed it up. Now, admittedly, they got a bit lucky with some of the brawls in those clusters, and they somehow managed to get away with it, but that could have gone very sideways. They had some panicked passes on their QB, and they did lose the disc in their own half for a good amount of time, and how they recollected it, I'm not sure, but nevertheless, they shouldn't have, and Donda Academy should have really capitalized on that. I feel like Femboys should take a pause now and think about the fact that their QBs are so weak right now that they need to think of a new one now. They just need to come up with something more safe, something else on the spot. Because right now their QBs rely on a lot of quick passing that they're not able to perform well with. And the other thing I feel like they're doing not so successfully is giving a lot of opportunities to Donda Academy to get those goals, allowing them to go for those QBs. I mean, there was a lot of times when Femboys were on the attack and they're like 13 points up and they're still just taking shots and shots and shots and going for unnecessary threes and going for a load of different things when they could just pass it around and be more confirmed. Nevertheless, Thunder Academy, if they get Femboys on the QB, this could look like a very different round 3. I'm very interested to see what happens.
Thank you, Lockie there. Here we are back in round 3, so we are all definitely on the edge of our seats waiting to see what happens here, because finals implications, and this one obviously it's win or go home. Someone's season ends here today after months of work, of scrims, of practice, and now defense coming in. Starkey, a good stun on the outer of the bubble as Gooblin takes it, sends it, clears it. They've got themselves a lane. About to be covered off, though, as everyone retreats. Zooming fast back on the defense was Donda.
Yeah, working up again now. Trying to get their hands on it, but no, the stun comes out. There's Skag clearing it up back into the hands of Woozy. They need to be really careful, as you said, about these stacks. At the minute, the clear's not quite, they're very risky, and a lot of the time they're losing the clearing team and loses it. That could have been one, but instead they just take it straight away, and immediately, oh my god, what an attack. I didn't even, with that Skag behind the goal there, taking that disc out from their clear like a meter away, then going 1v3 and taking it in.
Yeah, and just a grab by the goalkeeper there, just as it was floating on in. Woozy trying to get the wrangles on that, but first score ultimately going to Donda Academy, which could be a good sign for them. The first 2 rounds, although they did win round 1, obviously, the first 2 rounds, they still struggled to get their first goal for the first 3 minutes at least. So getting it a little bit earlier this time over the Femboys, and see if this can maybe translate to the 3rd round performance that they need.
Yeah, they'll need to see because they need that round 3. I mean, we're seeing it different already again. Dondo lead right now. After Femboys were so absolutely dominating last round, not giving up a meter of room, a meter of ground, any points at all. But now they recover again. That's the defense. That's the clear. That's the sacks coming in. A little bit slow, they do make it in time, but defense sets up. Skag is there, they take their way. A little headbutt down by a stunned player means that they are able to recover. And now, the points have slowed right down in this last round as we're 2 minutes in. Only 1 goal scored. That could change right here, and it does! Memento Mori absolutely killing that one, as they are now going to be 5 points up.
And this is where, now that we're still early in this game, definitely good on Donda Academy, but this is where I'll kind of remind again, as if the teams could hear me, but there's still some timeouts on the board. They got to be careful. I mentioned playing with fire earlier on, and 5 points, not too bad. But if Femboys cannot score here and break that 3rd round ice on the scoreboard, they're really going to need to consider it, because there is no 4th round. There is no coming back from going down by 7 points or 8 points or 10 points in the next couple of minutes. So they really need to find their rhythm again and start getting it together, because we know that Donda Academy certainly does. 7-0.
Yeah, 7-0. Okay. Donda Academy picking up the heat right here. This game has been such a back and forth on between rounds. Round 1, with the Femboys starting it off, Donda Academy absolutely stealing it away. Some lovely attacks. Round 2, Femboys getting that pressure back on and just a really, really good consistency. And now round 3, complete reversal once again. Whatever they said in that little locker room space they had a minute ago, it's definitely been working out for them. But will it work for the next 6 minutes? Only 3.5 minutes in. Oh no, that's not what they need. The pass they had earlier, so clean, are being read now by Donda, as they do go up for another one to clear. Will this one go out? It looks like it's going to be intercepted. The stuns come out just in time, but maybe not quite enough as they do. No, there's the clear. There's the recovery.
There you go. This might produce the goal. That is a deep shot, a fader to the right, but still right around and trying to right the ship, but no shot bound as it goes for the midline. There is a midfielder there. Wilfred able to secure, sending it quickly to Starkey. Starkey over to the boot, right past the defender, right into the goal, and Woozy gets them going now for the first 2.
Okay, the first 2 of the round. That is going to be, could be significant. As you said earlier, they can get so many goals so often, actually, after you get one more follow. And if that's going to happen here, it's going to be really good for them. They need it to happen because they need to start pulling us back. That could, there it is. There's the back stack with a lovely read there, taking that one up. It's in the bubble. The stack is there. They just missed the disc, though. They do recover in time. The players behind on the backboard, but the goal, they shoot and they miss that one. The stack is like a laser beam on it, but they recover it on the back line. But now, both teams are playing so clean.
Absolutely, that defense playing really aggressive. The second goal in a row now. Woozy for 2 in a row, and now they're mounting a comeback potentially within 3 points here in the decisive round. We still have half of it to go.
I don't want to say I called that, but, you know, I did say one comes, I was copying you. I can't really say I called that. But you're right. You're absolutely right. One comes, more follow. They do. Look at that. 2 in a row from Femboys. Will it be more coming now as they go for this QB? Oh, it's like a long clear, but it's back into the hands of that counter QB. The back stack takes it, clears it away. Open goal. No, not for long. Actually, never mind. They take that time playing the smart play. And there is Skag and their back stack taking that one away immediately. Open goal! Open goal! Open shot! And 3 more points for Donda as now 6 points up. They are really wanting to. They want to stay in this. They want this.
Absolutely. Both teams definitely want this. This has been, again, a culmination of months of work and leading up to this Challenger Cup, leading up to this finals weekend coming up next week. So all of it is certainly on the line here. But being overtaken by that stack was costly. This time they managed to get the reset out. They weren't able to do that before. And part of that may be a result of these big double stack metas, because when you're so busy stacking with your partners across the floor, sometimes it's hard to even get the focus to have the calls out in time for your teammates. And they do lose it out. But taking the soft shot. Got too lax with it. Not the thing to do here in a Challengers Cup, but they're still going to secure the goal and make up for the mistake. It's 12-4. And Memento Mori pushing it up by a little bit extra.
Dude, oh man, that is not what you want to see. That is so unfortunate. I mean, thank God for them that they were able to secure that one in the end, because otherwise that would feel definitely bad. I could hit Morals a little bit overconfidence as they walk that one in. But they do recover. I mean, they are still 8 points up now. I'm really, really clean. They're looking very good. And they definitely deserve at least a lot of confidence right now. But here comes the attack again. Woozy walking up the counter. No, the shot! The goalie was out, but the flick's a little bit too far up, and it is instead going to bounce away. Going for the clear is recovered by the stack from Femboys. Working up again, but they're going to need to get points now because 2.5 minutes to go. That could be the last 2.5 minutes of the season for them.
It's looking more and more of a threat to happen here as that time ticks by, and I'm sure the Femboys realize that, so they're trying their best to get their offense going, and what a stun from Starkey, the spark plug, and they managed to bring themselves within 6 again, and they're still breathing here, but it's going to be even more important to just be extra aggressive and precise now, these last 2 minutes if they want to get a comeback.
Yeah, really is. Really is. These are the 2 most important minutes of the entire round, entire game, maybe the entire season for them, because they need this win right here. Donda, though, with this, no, they recover. Femboys recover. If they can get a 3-point now, or even a 2-pointer, they're going to be in a really, really good spot. But there's a long clear. Bouncing down, but there's Skag recovers. Stun comes out. Memento is there to recover in time and passing back. The stack is not together. Instead, the stack from Donda is there, able to do it. Can they get in time? They do! What a save! Can they hold them off? No, not twice. It is going to be Mori taking that one in, and now taking it to an incredible 8 points up again. 1 minute 30 to go.
Man, Memento Mori has been an absolute stone-cold killer in this game so far, leading the way with 16 points. Just finding that disc, had a nose for it and knows what to do. So that could very well be some ice here. The time is just not going to be all too conducive, and even more so now with a grab and a stun from Skag, causing this turnover, wasting some clock, and setting up these last 60 seconds where it seems like now just a matter of time.
Yeah, it looks like it. They still have time to do it. Which is crazy to me. They do have mathematical time. but not much. Not much at all. In fact, they would have to play a perfect game right now to pull us back to stay in the tournament. Can they do it in time? Can they get any more goals coming right now? It looks like Donda's going to go for the attack instead. Passing around underneath the pressure. They work it back. Nice reset. There's Halo. Taking their time, and all they have to do is burn up this clock. Now to hold this position, and they work around again. Skag. No! Losing disc, but they recover it once again. Have a lovely stun there. Oh, and a shot of the goal doesn't quite go in. Skag behind the back, but behind the back, maybe it's not quite the move. They need to see where they were going. The clear back into the hands of Halo. Some great backline recovery, and there, Woozy with the disc, clearing it up once again.
Seeing just so they can get maybe one more goal, a deep fling, but that goalkeeper turned around right in time. H-Low, and they are going to be waving goodbye to the Femboys here, who put up quite the effort, but just not enough to overcome the strength that Donda Academy mustered to absolutely dominate that first round and then come back in the third and just execute over and over. So congratulations to Donda Academy, who will move on in these lower brackets of Challenger Cup. And for Femboys, this will be the end of their season, but still very well performed overall. Can't wait to see what they do next time around. Lockie, on the sidelines, your thoughts on that match and how Donda did here?
I mean, I feel like at the start of the game, it was over when it started. Donda immediately came out and scored the first goal, and for me, that seemed like that was over. Because Donda scoring that first goal is such an impactful thing to happen, because in that second round, the only reason, in my opinion, that they managed to absolutely just dominate Donda out of nowhere from a very bad first round, I feel like was because they never had to actually really play QB. They never really did. They did it once, and it didn't go well. But in this third round, when you get scored on immediately and you don't have a strong QB, it hurt them. And it really cost. It cost them 7 points. And to go 7-0 from the start must be one of the most difficult things to come back from when it's a third round elimination game. I don't even know how they put up the fight that they did, but from going 7-0 down, they somehow managed to actually get a good QB going. And I don't think they messed up another QB for the rest of the game. So whatever they created, whatever they finally changed, really did work for the Fanboys. And they did so well against Donda Academy, putting on 4, getting an unlucky 3 coming back against them, and costing them 5 points in the end on that half. But every single QB coming in from Fanboys was a lot better from them. And I feel like if they started with that, this game could have easily gone to the Fanboys. This could have easily been avoided, and I feel like they could have definitely won this. So it's definitely something to think about, maybe looking at those pauses, and I feel like analyzing your own game, just thinking about it. Pause it. What was the most times we lost the disc? Where did we lose our possession? Where did we lose the goals? And start to think about it, but the pause didn't come through, and unfortunately the mistakes carried on being made. But what a great attempt by both teams, and of course Donda Academy did so well. I mean, whilst the Femboys QB was weak, Donda Academy had some brilliant stack formations. I mean, their front stack was lightning fast. This really was a fight of stacks, and their front stack from Donda Academy put on so much pressure that it really did force those mistakes on the Femboys. What they could have done around that, there's many things, but at the same time, the Femboys had a very strong front stack as well, but Donda Academy worked around it and realized that the front stack overshoots a lot, gets really aggressive, so the best way to get around it, do one long pass and then just immediately clear and boost. Just get it out of your own half and start attacking immediately, while their stack is left behind in the dust in your own half. And that was a brilliant adaptation to what the Femboys was doing, and really good from Donda Academy. But they put up a hell of a fight, the Femboys, but sadly they won't be making it to Master this season. They'll be knocked out in the elimination. What a good fight though. That was a brilliant game in the end.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lockie, there on the sidelines, who of course will also be joining on the main cast in some of these upcoming games. I'll be with you, I think, for another one here, along with Retep Worm, of course, or Locktep Worm, or, you know, my good buddy over here, Evil Genius. I think we have, let's see, just actually a few minutes out, so we don't even have much time to expand until we already got the next big matchup, because they're all big matches from here on out this weekend and the next. So, Retep, any parting thoughts, or shall we prepare for our next match?
No, honestly, I just think, like, it's been so good. I said this already yesterday, actually, about Femboys. It's been so good seeing these teams, like, playing so good. Like, so much. We've seen them in the past. They came out here and played, honestly, an incredible tournament. Like, league beyond anything I've seen them do before. Femboys absolutely crushing it to get here this far and almost getting that game Donda just having the consistency in the end take it away. I'm really pumped to see where they go next season, and Donda where they go the rest of this. We'll be seeing them again, I'm sure, at some point. But in the meantime, that's it for me. I'm just pumped to see what the next game is.
All right, so sounds good to me, and yeah, all about, if nothing else, a great experience here for these players, because they're going to be able to take that to future seasons. So I'm right with you and Lockie there, and saying that I'm excited to see how they adjust, how they change, how they improve, because it's just the beginning of what these players will reach in the long term. So that said, next match will be Donda Academy, and they'll be facing off Dauntless. So this is actually a rematch from the very first match in day one. But, and I was casting that match, and need I remind people who may have saw it or seen it, they were 3v4, Donda that was. So they lost that match. They got sent into this lower bracket by Dauntless because they could not field their fourth player until a little bit later in the day. So this is a rematch, but now it's both teams ideally in full force.
Fair fight,
That's
yeah.
fun. That's really fun.
So that one will be next. We're going to take a quick break and get into the new servers here, perhaps, and we'll be right back. So don't go too far.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. Hold your head. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League. We're back in the Challenger Cup for Europe. This is day 2, and again, this is lower bracket. This is an elimination game, and we are seeing Donda Academy fresh off of their win versus the Femboys. Well, they have to come and do it again and again because now they have the Dauntless team. The Dauntless team that sent them into this lower bracket yesterday. Granted, in an outnumbered situation for that first round, Donda Academy could not field their full roster. That certainly changed. And now it's kind of the rematch and the true test because one of these teams' seasons end in the next 30 minutes. So, on the cast, I am Palador once again, being joined now by Lockie, and Retep will be doing sidelines. We have Wonder Team Man on the cameras. And, well, here we go, getting ready to ping the teams. And Lockie, your thoughts here as they're going to have a fight ahead of them, these two teams.
For sure. I mean, this is definitely a grudge match. I mean, 4v3, and now you get the full test of what actually happens. But let's not forget. I mean, Dauntless is so strong of a team. They are really, really strong. I mean, these are like 4 players, I mentioned it in one of the previous games. These are 4 players that are no stranger to Master, right? They've been in Master for a long time. They've played at not even a low level of Master. They played at a high level of Master. I mean, you think back to Baby Phantoms, they came 4th in I believe, last season. I mean, that is no small task, right? That's not even just in Master, that's strong in Master. And there's a massive step between some of those like top Master teams and then some of the teams that fall down, because the more time you spend in Master, well, you're going to get a lot better. And Dauntless definitely bring that to the table, but at the same time, they're going up against a team that perhaps they're going to underestimate, but hopefully they won't, because, I mean, this isn't 3v4 anymore. This is going up against the real deal, the real Donda Academy, and whether or not they're ready for that, only time will tell, to be honest. But it's going to be an awesome game nevertheless. I mean, these are 2 titans, 2 teams that have been fighting for so long, that have been coming up so far through the lower bracket. I mean, Dauntless spent most of their time in the upper bracket and only just got knocked out, really. So it's been a long fight for both teams, and I really just can't wait to see which one can stay in, can claw back up, or which one's going to be eliminated.
For sure. Retep, your thoughts as well, because again, both these teams, as Lockie said, I mean, they're all working hard here to get to where they are. They've been strong teams, 12-4 record for Dauntless in the season, 18-9 for Donda Academy in the regular season. So, I mean, both teams definitely way more used to winning than they are anything else.
Yeah, they're definitely used to that winning. They've just come off a win. In fact, both of them, obviously, Donda beating Femboys and Dauntless beating Quackhead. Now, Quackheads were pretty popular, actually, to look into maybe get into that Master spot. So it could be a really good sign for them. They warmed up into that. But we know that, Donda came off that last win we just saw here, like, strong. They really, as the match went on, they just got better and better and better. And at the end, they were just piling up the points. The question is, honestly, can they keep doing it? Can they do that again against a team like Dauntless, who we've seen before playing in the SAF thing, being so clean, only losing to Typhon, who are currently in the finals, about to play soon against the Fireballs. So I think a very, very tough team to play against. So they can be really tough. Honestly, I think this is going to be a really close game. And it could be one that one team is just going to start getting points, and it's just going to start getting momentum. The question is, who's going to do that first?
Well, we are about to find out, as a matter of fact, because here comes the start of the first round in this elimination match in the lower brackets. Challenger Cup EU, and we are ready to go. So is Satori, but so is Ruskin, having it stolen. Mandak gets it back, and on the attack, it's Cetriz.
That really hurts. That's an unfortunate start to have the immediate steal. You're just not ready for it, about to make it clear, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Mandak just grabs it from you, and there's an immediate 2 points. And this is such an important game, I feel, because this team, whoever gets through it, I think they are just in Master. I think that... No, they're not. They'll have to win one more, but the elimination after making it so far will be so painful. Nevertheless, passing it back for the reset, trying to run away this stack, trying to burn him out a little bit. As Skag gets a disc, Skag gonna go for a clear. That's dangerously close to in, as that's such an accurate shot from a really hard angle, but stunned out as Memento Mori as the left-hand clear comes through. Pass actually over to Sausage as Sausage gets the true clear all the way out. However, the stacks are there from the side of Donda Academy, immediately picking it back up, but Sausage gets it once again and gets the clear through.
And Ruskin now picking it up as well. They have Eaters there, so the feel-out process in this round starting off. Sausage, though, with a pass over to Satori. Another one, tough, nearly red.
Whoa.
Well, and off on the pass. H-Low inside the goal, and right below, it's Skag with the recovery, the clear, and almost on in. Jeez, that would have been a devastating early blow against them, but it will just float back to the midfield where Sausage retains and passes.
And a good passing play there to avoid a lot of danger coming in from some of those stats from Donda Academy. And once again, a brilliant passing play to remove the panic as Sausage now floating mid-air. Difficult position to be in, but well handled as they get a brilliant passing play. And it comes back to Sausage, but not to tee it off as a brilliant save there coming from Donda Academy. And the clear comes through, and now the stacks are there from Donda Academy. The 3 is also following it up. And Skag's going to be the one to put the cherry on top. 1 point lead. What a chaotic situation from both teams, but guess who comes out on top? It's Donda Academy for the first joust advantage going to Dauntless.
Oh, beautiful passing by Dauntless initially, but then threw it into the midst of the goalkeeper, and they wasted no time on Donda to punish. That was an amazing series of plays there to buy them that 3-point goal, the early advantage, and the quick boost, able to stun out, and looks like just snagging it, but a couple of stacks meeting each other halfway. The shield, and it yields Mandak on the goal, and that is a man indeed, 4-3.
Yeah, good play there as he manages to find the angle, and that's going to put him up by 1, 7 minutes on the clock. And all we need to see here is a really good counter QB coming in from Dauntless, and this game could just start running away for them. But nevertheless, Donda Academy going to be looking to do the opposite. A fast stack coming in and a missed pass. This could go punished, and it will do so. It's a good stack there to pick it up. Sausage going to send it down left low over to Satori. Satori's going to cross over to Itris. Itris looking to push towards the bubble. Cuts available. Backboard's available. But the jump from the goalie's going to deny everything. Skag with a brilliant grab. An immediate clear. We could be seeing yet another few points being picked up from the save. Clear and boost and goal. But no, won't happen today. Satori picking it up and looking for a clear.
And on the clear, it will be sent back into the midfield. A lot of brawls actually disrupting, but one stack managing to break free. Couple of stacks
no
back,
way.
and a save. Memento right in the right place, the right moment. And it will be Skag now on the clear. They've got the boost. A straight line drive, and it buys them the goal. Memento 55, who was a hot scorer, the high scorer in the game against Femboys, while doing it again right here.
I mean, maybe a high scorer, but also a brilliant goalie, it would seem. I mean, the goal was wide open for him for a couple seconds, but Memento Mori dives in right as the shot gets taken and somehow manages to get that grab. I mean, that's almost an impossible save, and yet another grab coming in from Ska, and the shot was on target, but Satori manages to get a hand through just in time as the clear comes through, bounces around somehow in the hands of Sausage, as now the clear comes through, bouncing off a lot of Geo into the hands now of Ruskin, as Ruskin looks to get a clear. He's going to find that right top area. Mandak, however, going to pick it up. Finding a long pass, a beautiful pass at that to Sausage, who Sausage is going to look for a shot attempt. It looks like really close, dangerously close, but that's even closer. Satora puts it in the goal finally, getting them up by 1. It's a close game for the grudge match.
Close game and a lot of close calls on some of these long distance heaves, just glancing by the goal on both sides. But it does produce, as you said, 1-point game. They're neck and neck. We are halfway through this opening round. Both teams now definitely on their game. The disc there, maybe on the dots for the pass for the shot. Mandak.
Yeah, what a good play. I mean, immediately the stacks, reading the direction of the disc and putting on a measurable pressure onto the side of Donda Academy, as Donda Academy are going to have to come out with something a little more creative now. It seems as if they get that again, if that pressure comes in from the side of Dauntless, this could be dangerous, and what a pressure it was again, and that's going to leave them in a tough position, as once again, Dauntless come away on top, and Mandak gets the disc. Mandak's going to fling it away, however, not to anybody's hands, as Sausage eventually picks it up. It's a good way to deal with that pressure, to find that reset, find the passing play, and a brilliant 1-2 play. Mandak takes too long, but a pickup instead, and it's all over for possession, but somehow it's taken away by Donda Academy, who gets the clear, gets the boost, but no, once again, Dauntless send it through, and Dauntless try and back up theirs, but no, Donda Academy, and it's back and forth right now.
These teams are just nasty with their stacks, with the brawls, and now breaking free. There's a pass and the shot. Memento 55 with the second goal. Oh, wow, it's a 1-point game again. They are just trading shots, trading stuns, trading stacks. Only one team could win, though, so someone's going to have to get the better end of this trade sooner or later.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a hectic play. Just back and forth, and some really good passing plays as well. But the defense from Donda Academy was so strong and able to shut down the entire attack of Dauntless. And Dauntless are going to have to think of something else and try and penetrate this even better. As Sausage now looks to push up and do just that. They will try and dupe that stack out. They do for a little while, but Sausage gets it once again. Sausage drops the disc for a second, picks it up though, and he's handled that well for the little whiff that came through dropping the disc. To reset the disc is a brilliant option there to just regain some composure, and a good pass there up to Satori. Satori holds the disc for a very long time, but the save comes through from H, so the disc is right in front of the goal, but no one can pick it up for the side of Dauntless. Instead, it's Donda Academy who get it out of their half. Itris, however, picks it up for Dauntless.
Hlo has put together some great saves these last couple of days on these casts for sure. And no time better than Challenger Cups to really make those moments yours in front of all the viewers here, in front of everyone on this pinnacle of the season, or very nearly so, as that grazes by the goalkeeper and the goal as well. They'll tap it out. That gets sent to the midfield. There's already a stack prepped, and that is an open goal. And the deal is closed. Satori.
You leave it open for just a second and Dauntless will capitalize. Brilliant end-to-end play there for the side of Dauntless to just really put on a lot of pressure. I mean, this game was seriously close, and all of a sudden they're up by 4, by 2 goals at the very least. And now we have to see what Donda Academy...
Interception. Orange catches the enemy pass. Steal. Interception. Blue throws it way downfield. Intercepted. Oh, not this time. Picked off. It's headed back downfield. 15 seconds remaining. Clears it out of their zone. Intercepted. Blue clears it out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Orange team takes possession. This round's over and done. Orange comes out on top.
What's up?
Hello. I'm going to assume until told otherwise that we might be back live on stream. So if that's the case,
Was thinking.
apologies for those tech difficulties. But back. So welcome back. Luckily, we still got
Hi.
the game to show you, so bear with us on that. Don't worry, we don't have much to say anyways. Although I'm curious now that we do have some brief
Yes,
off
right
topic.
up.
Any thoughts? Retep, yeah, you can even extend into the round if you want. What was the first round like?
Oh boy, if I'm on the obviously assume I am on. Hey
Go ahead,
guys,
30 seconds,
well, you know, I think it was good. It was really clean actually so far. I mean, obviously we had a little bit of a nice fun time. Do you want me to keep going? Am I going to keep on?
Go for it, go for it.
I'm actually going to keep talking. All right, the round is starting again, but that's fine. We'll tell you all about what's happening really on the field at the minute and what you guys missed as we had that quiet little standoff there. Just a little moment of quietness, you know, we chilled. Basically, Oh, I hear voice in my ear. I'm gonna keep going anyway. It's been Dauntless holding the game down really nicely in that first, but they came close. They came close to Donda taking it away, but Dauntless were able to just sit on the disc, get the passes going really nicely. And these kind of plays, you can actually see in a minute, really nicely hold this back, pass it around, and take their time to get the attacks working. And make sure they can actually get the full force of their team behind them every time they go for the attack, not getting caught up in little rush mistakes that this is trying to get them to do against them. I don't know when you guys want to take it back. I don't know what you're going for here.
Well, we can take it back and we'll throw it back into the round, but thanks, Retap.
Oh,
we do
please
see the
do. All right,
first,
cool.
the first goal here from Memento. Again, definitely a player to watch out for because, as mentioned, already popped off in the last match. And just looking much the same here to start things off for 2 points. It seems like Donda Academy, even though they lost that first round, I mean, you can tell over the course of the last hour, they're building up their rhythm against what is a talented team in Dauntless as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's being such a strong player and such an impacting a player as well. But and there it is again. There it is again. Right as I say it, I mean, he's on cue every single time, and he's very good at improvising as well. I mean, that first goal that we've seen this round, he did ding it. It was a bit of a messed up shot, but he worked so well around it. I mean, nevertheless, for the miss, he realized it, he immediately got back on his feet, grabbed the disc again, and takes a second shot, and he worked with it so well. But Dauntless, they're such a strong team as well, and they can definitely lay on a lot more pressure than they are right now. So let's see what they can do. And let's see what Donda Academy can do to rival that, as the good passing play comes in here, and the reset's going to follow through as well. Sausage now getting a lot of pressure from that Donda Academy stack. However, it will be stunned, and this is a huge opportunity now for Dauntless to just push it through, and there it is. Manzak the one to do it, to put it in the goal. 2 points now for them on the board. 4-2, 2-point deficits. Going for Dauntless as a good stun comes out on the back line to get rid of that stack.
Yeah, Mandak, also another player to watch out for. Currently the highest score over on Dauntless, although 3 out of the 4 players all kind of in the same area with 4, 5, and 6 points, and everyone with an assist or 2, so that's nice to see. That will be nice to see. Mandak again back to back, so hey, look at that. We talk about Memento Mori. And watching out for him. Scores twice in a row. Talk about Mandak. Watch out for him. Scores twice in a row. You can kind of see the heat starting to develop on these players. And another, again, fact that I like, everyone now on Dauntless with 2 assists. That kind of team play is so very important at this level and to get into Masters.
Yeah, I mean, people from EU will know that Mandak, previously known as Danmak, he's such a good player. He's been playing for so long at that really top level, and he is so good as that shot is actually going to go very close to in. In fact, it will go in! That is a beam of a shot. Itris, all the way down from the other end, somehow finds that angle on the goal, and that's going to put him up by 3. I mean, I was complimenting Mandak, but Itris cuts me short and says, well, this is what I can do as well. Boom, there it is, 3 points up, and a fantastic way to do it.
Oh, those kind of shots would already be huge in a scrim or in the regular season, but to do that in Challengers Cup, it's even more immense. Yeah. Big steal, though, coming in. It's Memento again, taking great offense, I think, to that last score. So saying, all right, I'm gonna get my double digits now, up to 10 points for Memento on the game. And a 1-point round again, just like the first, for most of it.
Yeah, Memento Mori once again just putting on those points. It's such a key few points to put on. After a goal like that, your mental's got to drop a little bit, and to just lay on points immediately. It's the clear and boost strategy not going to work out. Yes, it will actually. What a brilliant set of stuns there, but a missed pass is going to cost them a little bit, as now Memento Mori gets the clear out, and it's a beautiful clear at that. Going to go through into the midfield. No one on it just yet, as it's not gone all the way through. Sausage is picking it up, however. Good work to retain the disc and retain it after that debacle, as it's going to be picked up by Satori, trying to slap it off to a player that moved towards the disc as well. However, a good grab there, or maybe just a headbutt, as the stun comes out through for Memento Mori, who gets the disc cleared out into the Dauntless half.
And with that, a recovery by the lone Samitris. Nice shield, though, able to get into the midfield, where it will be turned over actually to Skag. Just trying to bait out maybe that stack, holding on to it just as long as they can before they find the pass, and beautiful cycling of that disc to just drag that stack back and forth, separate them a little bit just like that. And if you do separate the stack, what it will do is buy you some attacks on the goal. Now, a good stun, but unfortunately a little off on the miss there on the backboard, so they had the communication, they just didn't have the mechanics, but they will have the disc back perhaps for another goal, but no, the pass missing.
gonna be denied, and Mandak gonna look for this clear to dissipate some of this carnage that's happening as the clear's not perfect, and now Ruskin will pick it up. Ruskin's gonna send it over on the left high, but H-Slow goes straight through his chest. Unfortunately, he can't grab it. As now the clear into the left-hand tunnel attempt goes through. It's gonna float around the midfield now. No one on it just yet. Sausage gets a quick slap, and that will push it all the way into the bubble of the Donda Academy as the push comes through. But what a save it is from Memento Mori, once again clutching up for his team, as now the passing play has not just ended for Dauntless, and a brilliant 1-2 play that. Sausage does it with Mandak, and oh my, that was spectacular. I mean, these two have been playing together for so long, and their chemistry is not just within the stack, but it also shows in the passing plays, and that was beautiful.
Yeah, and that was saucy from Sausage and Mandak, and just a beautiful, beautiful hit. Again, that team play, you love to see it. The turnover is a little bit less so. It's going to go waywards into the corner where it's taken by Ruskin, and he's rushing for a quick clear. Meanwhile, the stacks now both in the midline for either team, and online is a shot, and Skag through the cracks of the defense.
I mean, what a brilliant play. The immediate clear. And immediately Skag just takes a shot, and just no thought about it, no concerns about it, and he stacks coming in, and he knows that he's got a split second of opportunity, and what a way to equal the scores. Brilliant job there as the right hand pass comes through. The double relay is going to go through, and now it's a good pick up, sending over to the left hand side. It's a good jump from Sausage there, noticing it's going to go into that upper trench as it's picked up by Itris now. Itris is going to cross it over onto the right, and a good passing play. This is perfect so far, but can they complete it? Oh, Sausage can complete it, going for about 4 or 5 fakes before putting it through the head of H-Low to dunk it in. And what a play there. Oh my. Sausage finishes off what is a absolutely stunning passing play, and every single pass just seemed on point there. And right now, Dauntless just seems so in control.
That was impeccable team play. Beautiful pass work. Although there's no one there for the defense on this side, and that will make them hurt. It ties it up in only 7 seconds past the joust. That will definitely be a pain, because you saw how hard they had to work with all the passes to execute that on one side, and then to give up the easy 7-second goal on the other end. Just a stark contrast.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate to see, but it's such a good play as well from Donda Academy to just immediately lay on some points, and such a horrible position, but doing it straight back to them in the same time. Satori, 7 seconds, lays on 3 points there. Oh my, that was perfect, Satori. A brilliant double stack formation there to be passing it in between the stacks to lay up such a useful and brilliant opportunity. And there it is. There it goes. The 3-point flies in. Now they will have to go for another joust advantage with only 1:40 left.
My goodness, I think we got to watch our powers here, Lockie, because every time we talk about something, it seems to happen right seconds after there. So this is a close game. That is a costly 3 to give up, especially with only 1.5 minutes left. So this is that could be really damaging in the context of this match, because this is a round Donda can't afford to lose. So they need to get a 3 of their own or a couple 2s up in the next minute or so, or they're going to be in trouble of ending their season.
But that stack is not going to help, and this passing play will help maybe if they can capitalize and get the disc here. The stack putting on a lot of pressure, but guess what? Satori dealing with it beautifully. Quick shot, and there it is. You leave the backboard open for just a second, and yet again, Dauntless capitalize. Dauntless get another goal, and with 5 points down, only 1 minute left. This is a really difficult position to be in for the side of Donda Academy, and now we're going to have to see them come out as quick as possible. They don't have much time, and a brilliant intercept, and immediately the shot is going to go off the shield. But the point is, they've disrupted Donda Academy's plans very well and slowed them down immediately, and that is what matters. This is a game of time as Mandak jukes out the stack. Mandak! Oh my! He jukes out 4 off the pillar and puts it in for the dunk down low.
Man, Mandak, more like Mandark. What a villain. Don't know if anyone remembers Dexter's Laboratory, but anyway, it's 18-11, and they just clutched it up. The 3 goals in a row in the last minute there to really secure it for them. What a power move coming in. Because Lockie, we mentioned it right at the beginning, how yesterday it was this Dauntless team that sent Donda Academy into the lower bracket, but there was a little bit of an asterisk there because it was a 3v4. Question was, how would they perform? Both teams full force. Well, we saw the call answered by Dauntless. They completed it. They will advance now to the lower bracket finals. Amazing match there. Retep Worms, sidelines. What did you find in that match?
Well, damn, okay. Dauntless kind of looking hot here because they came off that first round, right? They were hot already. They'd got, we missed. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Paldo. They actually won their last game, a 3-pointer in the last second. Like, literally the last second. They came on hot off that. They were definitely feeling good. And so, you know, partly why they were doing so good at the beginning, they had that energy behind them. But they carried it. They kept that energy up. I mean, in their movements, you could really see, honestly, throughout that match, if you look at them every time they score a goal, whatever they're doing, they really had the in them. And that is just indicative of just that, like, really good mental game that they were having. And that makes such a difference, like, such a huge difference. You cannot forget the mental game makes such a big key influence on how well you play. And they did it. They showed it up. They had the consistency. They'd make mistakes. Yeah, all around a lot of mistakes happening underneath this high pressure situation. What really seemed to be happening was because of that mental, Dauntless was able to take it back, recover them, and keep on pushing time and time again. And that just let them recover the disc. When they lose it, they get the attacks, and they have 60% of the shots taken. You know, because most of that is just because they were taking it again. They just take disc, recover, shoot again, go for it, and really, even more key, 75% of the assists. They had 3/4 of the assists this game because they were able to hold it together. That chemistry, that good positives, led to good teamwork, good chemistry, and that led to them passing that disc around and getting those attacks happening time and time again. And that really just gave them this game so well. I mean, really playing consistently throughout. With a different setup, maybe slightly different things, everything could have been very different. You know, not coming off of the losses beforehand or the wins beforehand. But as it was, they played consistently, and they definitely deserve to get that win and go forward into this last round they'll be facing up against.
Well, yeah, as you mentioned, just the string of games that you come into in these kind of cup situations where it's just one after the other. Lockie, you're someone who's obviously been familiar with being in these cups and finals and challengers cups and things like that, and just it's a very different kind of environment, right, where you have to perform multiple games strung together in a row, and you have to kind of keep that endurance, not only physically but mentally also, and emotionally, and keep kind of that consistency. And it's just, and you also have peak viewership usually in the streams compared to your weekly games and things like that. So it's how do you find these cups different, if at all, compared to, say, just doing your weekly matches?
I mean, to most teams, especially when you come into the Master, and yeah, the top of the ladder as well, you play these day-to-day games and the weekly games, and they don't really mean anything. They don't mean much. But this really does mean something, right? There's something to fight for here. The weekly games, yes, of course they matter. I mean, if you don't win your weekly games, how are you ever going to hope to participate in what is finals or Challenger Cup? But the weekly games are it's just the setup. It's just the setup for this. You can play well, and if you're the better team, well, you'll make it into the Challenger Cup and Master eventually. But this is what matters, right? I feel like it's sometimes not the long amounts of games, the constant back-to-back games that get to players, because they're warmed up, right? They go into the game warmed up for the next, hyped up for the next. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of adrenaline, and you're constantly like on it. I feel like sometimes that can actually help, but what doesn't help is the pressure. I mean, this is what matters. You will have trained for an entire season with your team. You'll have spent a lot of time with them. And it's all down to this, to a couple of days where your performance is assessed against other teams and you win or you lose. And especially for Challenger Cup, where it's so important as well, because you either get an opportunity to go and play the best of the best, to be one of the best of the best, or you're knocked out and there's no more. So it's so pressurizing, and finals just has that, but amplified, I feel. So yeah, there is definitely something there. When you come into these cups and finals, they mean so much more, so they are so much harder to play.
Absolutely. It's kind of the beauty and the beast of sports and any kind of craft that someone has to practice at for months or years, whatever the case is, where it all really does come down to so many hundreds, thousands of hours of work, and boiling down into mere minutes or hours of these big moments at the end of the chapter. So it's what makes it great. It's what makes it heartbreaking sometimes, but all the same, it's what makes it memorable. And so far, so good on that end. So we are going to prepare now for our next match, which I believe actually will be the upper bracket semifinals here.
Yes.
Setting that up. So this match, not elimination implications, however, there are implications on who guarantees their spot in the next weekend's matches, the finals for Season 5 of VRML Echo Arena. So big implications there for the winner, for sure, and we're going to rearrange for that. Before we do, just real quick, want to, of course, give a shout-out to all the people watching in venues and our Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live, wherever you are, you're in the right place for sure. Thank you to our great sponsors in VR Cover, HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Arma Jerseys, of course, and just everyone who volunteers to cast and moderate and support the streams, and everyone who tunes in to support that as well. Now, of course, definitely pick yourself up. HyperX, they have their alpha headset out that just came out with the 300 hours of battery life, which is pretty awesome. I know several of our casters have been using those throughout the stream this weekend, and awesome headsets there. I do want to give a shout out as well, of course, for any North American viewers watching, or some very adventurous Europeans perhaps. We do have the Redshift Contenders Series 2 happening July 29th through 31st, so be sure to tune into those streams. They'll be here on VRML, and if you happen to want to go, which I highly recommend if you can, do it. Go to redshiftvr.online to get more information. It will be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Grand Wyndham Hotel. Going to be a spectacular show and a great time socially as well. So with that said, we will go to a break and rearrange ourselves for our upper bracket semifinals. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. We'll be back.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
All right, guys, welcome back. We've got a little bit of a spicy game here. We've got the one we've all been waiting for, the thing it's been building up for since we started out. This is a game that will decide our first Master Tier team out of this CC. Will it be Fireballs or will it be Typhon? Both these guys worked up from ladder teams to be Master before. Typhon is still there at the minute. Can they hold that spot off right now? Now, to make it more interesting, we're not going one caster or two. We're going to bring all three in. Me, Lockie, and Luke here to help me as one fun, as well as one of the team man here on our cams behind it. Before we start real quick, Lockie, tell us, what are you thinking?
It's gonna be an interesting game. I mean, both these teams are really strong. Typhon have truly shown themselves, and they've shown themselves in the Masters. But Fireballs have been there. But they did get knocked out. And I mean, Typhon, maybe they deserve it a little bit more. Maybe they don't. But this game will show it. Let's see who can do it, because you'll have to go up against Dauntless if you don't. And immediately the stacks are out, and immediately it's going to be into the hands of Lucid Knight, who's going to cross it over, looking at Game Tech. Game Tech's going to send it back now over to Sock. Sock maybe going to look for this high left. HM going to look to push into the bubble. HM, there it is. And that will open us up with 2 points immediately. HM starts it.
Oh my goodness. I mean, what a way. Typhon finds the patience, they find the pass, and they find the goal. But, hey, early days, only 30 seconds in. Fireballs now with a just advantage.
Yeah, Joust advantage, and they do take the disc in hand. Oh no! They take the disc, but HM takes the punch! Typhon kicks off this game 45 seconds in, and they are already getting that point. Luke and I have both got hands on heads right now out of the shock of that one, because that was instant. 4 points up.
Yeah, that is not a preferable start if you're a Fireballs fan, or if you're playing for Fireballs right now. So GB now looking to change that scoreline a little bit and sending it over to Hyper. Hyper now looking for a right-hand pass. Gonna have to juke around. Actually juked out that stack quite well, and subsequently managed to get a good stun on them. The goal will be open for a little while, but not long enough. Tomic jumping out to the side, gonna tee up one of his players. VR Zeta jukes on, and there it is to finish it off. It's VR putting it in for 2. That's a 2-point deficit. VR Zeta mixed with Tomic, and what a setup from Tomic there. Good juking around, and then immediately with the tee off.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that is just an absolute class act from the Fireballs, getting the first points on the board. But now Typhon, with their first Joust advantage, it is going to be Lucid Knight. Lucid Knight up over to him downfield, and it's in! Typhon finding the long three, 7-2. Oh my.
Yeah, absolutely no thinking's needed. They just take that one straight in. We are 2 minutes in. 2 minutes into this game, and already there's been 9 points scored. These guys are not holding back. They are blazing ahead, as it is going to be the Fireballs taking that disc once again, working it up to Hyper. Hyper across, missing the pass by a millimeter there. The stacks are on it straight away there. Is taking that one back again, as Hyper's going to try and grab it, but is going to get cleared. Not quite out, though.
Sock's gonna back this one over to Game Tech, a good passing play in their own half, and this is what it means to be a Master Tier team. That's what it means, just passing around in your own half, and that's what it means to be a Master Tier player. Game Tech with not a favorable angle on the goal, with Geo in the way, but nevertheless, Game Tech won't have any trouble with that one, putting them up by 8, showing them why they stayed in Master this long. Game Tech, insane.
Oh my goodness, made it look so easy. But Fireballs, I mean, they still have plenty of time. 7 minutes left on the clock. Now back over to Hyper. Hyper, low, over to his teammate. But no, that's not going to connect. As HM now has the disc, goes for the reset. Woohoo! As a Lucid Knight absolutely slows this play down.
Yeah, slowing it down, taking the time. There's the pass up to their teammate with 8 points ahead. They do not need to rush. Oh, but the stack's good from the Fireballs, but no, they're even better right now from Typhon as they do, working around a little bit, passing back there. There's the other two players working straight into good positions. And now we're going to go take it out of the hands, go for the cut. Not going to connect just yet, instead it is going to be chased down by the stack. Is Zeta there first? They are going to get that one through and slap it away upfield. And can they get there in time? They do, just about to get it, slap it away.
HM gets the disc stolen. BR Zeta gets hand over in second. Tom manages to stun out Sock, and it's sent over to Hyper, who's now tracing after it. Will eventually get it, and is going to be able to back this one out over to GB. GB is going to send it up to VR Zeta. VR Zeta moves away to Bowtie, now finds the left pass to Hyper. Hyper's going to send it towards the goal on a stunned goalie, but not accurate enough of a shot. And that will cost them a little bit, as they're going to send it back to GB. Good control of the disc. However, a missed pass there could go punished, but it won't. Tomic working well under pressure. I'm going to send this bounce pass to GB. GB works with that quite well. Now sends over to Zeta. Zeta's going to send over to Hyper. Hyper pushing it back to Zeta. Zeta tries to get it again, gets it saved, but gets it back, and Hyper eventually going to be the one to slam dunk it in. And what a hectic play from the Fireballs. Brilliant defense coming in, however, from Typhon, but eventually Fireballs do it.
Yeah, they really do. And Fireballs, I mean, they're working for every single centimeter, every single meter in this game. As, well, Typhon, for the second time, will have the Joust advantage. Lucid Knight happy to play time. I mean, they're 5 minutes left. They're 6 points up. There's no need to rush. They're just playing the passing game right now. Just breaking up the stack finding itself again. Another long shot. Maybe the mail would have been in, but so is Tomic, as the Fireballs look to set up another offense.
Yeah, here they go once again. They have the hands on that as Hyper jumps their way up into the ceiling. HM swings around. Recovered. They recovered it. Oh my god. VR Zeta coming out here to bring that one for a recovery. And now 4 minutes 40, 4 points down.
I mean, this is it right now. I mean, Typhon's got really strong defense, and back-to-back, every single time, they seem to be able to just slow Fireballs down, but not enough to stop them. And they keep burning, and they keep getting these goals. And that's going to bring the scoreline just that little bit closer, as HM now going to back it out over to Lucid Knight. Lucid Knight's going to send it over on the left to Game Tech. HM not able to catch that one, though, as he looked to try and slap it away. And that's going to cost them 3 points, and there it is, VR Zeta. What a long shot, and that's going to bring the scoreline that much more closer. So now just 1 point, and how quickly this game has gone from a very strong lead to suddenly a very close match.
Yeah, I mean, the Fireballs, Typhon, we were saying that's how Master Teams play, but hey, both these teams are playing that way. Now as Lucid Knight, he's going to pick up this disc again. Typhon in a bit of a scoring drought here. Fireballs, you know, they're heating up. They're looking to score one more. They're looking to take the lead for the first time in this matchup, but it is going to get passed over now to Game Tech. Game Tech looking for the three. Doesn't see an open line. Finds the pass high. Is going to be HM. HM back across. Lucid Knight juking around. One to the pillar. The goalie's done. And there's a play. Typhon. Now up by 3. 12-9.
Oh man, they're bringing this heat right here. Fireballs are still able to be very close behind, but Typhon are really just making that a little bit harder for them. An extra 2 points. Both teams here are pulling out their absolute A game right now to make this game happen, as they want to hold it back. There's the stack. They're ready with a little pass. Looking to get it clear. They do pass it through, but the pressure's on. They slap away just in time. The goal's open. They shoot. And it just stings past. That is not going to be going in. So it is going to be bouncing back to that player on the back line there, who's going to go for a nice reset away.
Hyper now going to juke around for a little bit. Going to find VR Zeta on the right-hand side and switching places. Now Hyper's going to go upfield and VR Zeta will be left behind. And now Hyper trying to get away from HM for just a second. And the stuns goalie will leave the goal wide open for VR Zeta to send that one through and send that one in. And for 1 second, HM left VR Zeta alone. Stopped grabbing on to push the player with the disc. And it's a good choice to make. But you leave that player open for just 1 second. And the goalie gets stunned and a 3 comes through. 12-12. This is an equal game all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game and a half, but we're only a quarter left, as this is going to be Typhon. I mean, we've seen this Joust for them, and there's another mistake, and that's a mistake that Fireballs are happy to see, but they don't get the recovery right away. He's going to get picked up here by Hyper. Hyper quickly moving up to GB. Slowing this play down. Fireballs absolutely turned around the momentum of this game, but no, not able to find the goal, as they are stunned out in the bubble.
Oh my god, that stat gave them no time to respond as they do clear that disc upfield again. It could be good. The stun at just the right time is going to buy them a little bit of space. HM's going to need to bring it out, but the cut comes in and they slam it straight into that goal. Typhon now 2 points up, 1 minute 30 to go. This is getting very close.
Yeah, I mean, that was so close for the Fireballs. They had that shot lined up and ready, but just a little bit too much time on the disc, and that's going to leave them punished. And it's not going to be a mistake that you want to see for the Fireballs to make again. They need to get some points on the board. They only have a minute left, and that time is crucial in such a close game as Hyper now juking around. But it is a high-scoring game, so it's not unheard of at this point, but a missed pass could go very punished as Game Tech looking to punish it indeed. A missed bounce, though, and a good headbutt, though, and a good recollect. What a play, but HM drops the disc for just a second, and that could be really punished now. This as Fireballs looking to repick this one back up, but it's Typhon, but stunned out by Fireballs, yet Typhon somehow get away with that again, and no way! What? No way! He finds a goal open amongst all of that. HM somehow finds the angle, and of course, HM's not going to miss that one in such a crucial moment.
Wow. I mean, what a play, Typhon. You know, most likely icing Fireballs. Sparks telling me there still is mathematical time, but I don't know if I believe it. But with that, there certainly isn't, as that is going to be round 1 for Typhon. I mean, Fireballs, they'd love to get a goal here in the last 15 seconds, and they still can, but no, there's a stun, and HM, well, looking to get more goals, Ben, it will be the recovery, but no, Fireballs still get a hand, and wow, 17-12, what a round.
What an incredible round. That was so close. I cannot believe how well both those teams played. These genuinely, from the way they've been playing here, these could be both the two new master teams. Because they've played it consistently. They had the aggression. And honestly, it's really, really hard to see where any holes in their attacks were or anything, because they constantly were on the disc, pressuring it, barely making any mistakes. But, I mean, lucky. Yeah, you're always on this. You know what's going down here, right? What did Typhon do just a little bit better at the end?
I feel like that was just such a close game that there's no specific one thing that really just made the difference. I feel like there was a lot of really good opportunities though, coming in with those like stunned goalies and managing to get that shot. And I'm so surprised that they didn't win because of that. I mean, they did so well, and they were really close. And just at the end, I feel like out of nowhere, just a quick pull away by Typhon. Maybe the consistency's more there, being in master for that longer amount of time, but nevertheless they have that consistency, and well, it does work out, and they were able to just work a lot more of the opportunities, and and be more successful. I feel like that was the only thing that was like really the difference there.
Yeah.
Everything else seemed almost on par. I mean, it was complete back and forth, but that consistency really matters when this is so close of a game.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
agree
mean-
with that. Yeah, totally.
This consistency really is, I mean, this is it. The winner moves on. The loser doesn't quite go home, but, you know, they don't want to play any more Echo today. They just want to say, hey, we made it to Master. We made it to Finals. Go away now. But Fireballs are looking to start this one strong, and they do. There's the first two in the second round.
Oh my god, okay. They take that. Hey, you know, we lost that first round. What can we do? Let's hit strong. Let's hit fast, and let's hit right out the gate. And they do. They do that, which means we are now going to be coming into this round of Fireballs already in the lead. Typhon immediately on the back foot, but can they keep it up? As the stun comes out, Fireballs go for 2 in a row.
Good stun there, and Fireballs are going to be able to get to the disc back somehow there. Hype with a beautiful pass, but as Zero MS flying away, he's not going to be able to find a shot in time, as now the click comes through from Typhon, and now the open net for just a second. Actually, good decision there. You see that the open net is there, but it's such a difficult angle. You have to send the backboard, and you risk getting no points off the Endeavor, but instead just sending it up top to Lucid Knight to put it into the goal. And 2-2, they've come off strong off that. And it was a really good turnover, because that was looking dangerous for Typhon for a second.
It was, and, well, I mean, this is a new game. This is a new momentum. This is a new energy. And Fireballs are just finding some patience here, looking to go to the right side now, near side wall Zaida, now over to Hyper. Looking for the pass high. Will it connect? No. It is going to be a little bit awry, so we'll get picked up here by Sock, and Sock looking for the outlet pass. Will connect to GameTech. And GameTech over to HM, and HM with the clear.
Yeah, there's the clear all the way upfield. There's the stack in time. There's the defense, but the defense is dodged very nicely there. Sock just slipping through, going now to a 2-point lead. Typhon bringing this one back from losing that first point, but still, so much time to go. So many goals to be scored here. So many chances as the Fireballs are going to come in for another QB.
Fireball's going to come out immediately. GB gets the disc, holding on to this nest. I've noticed this a lot. QB, he likes to hold on to the block, and he likes to just take his time. But taking a little bit too much time on that pass as the stack intercepts it. And what a good read as Lucid Knight looks to add to his point, sending it up to Sock. Sock's going to send the shot, but a little bit wide. And that is going to cost them, as now HM going to be able to get the disc. Maybe it won't cost them if they can get this in. And that is crazy what happened with the disc there. But somehow Sock's found the way to get it into the goal. No matter what happened to it, it is in the goal in the end. And 2-6, a 4-point lead now for Typhon. Typhon starting to look really dangerous on the side of Fireballs.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, 4 points up, just about 3 minutes in. I mean, Typhon want to finish this game quickly. Fireballs, a rare mistake, and they are going to have a turnover. There's the stun, but the stun is recovered by Lucid Knight. Lucid Knight absolutely passing that one upfield. Will it bounce be favorable? No. It's going to be VR Zaida getting the clear all the way downfield there. Lucid Knight once again with the recovery, ducks the stack, finds a partner, and well, they are leached, but do they get there? They don't. As Fireballs and Typhon raise. Typhon, though, get the recovery some way, somehow, and now they're up 6.
Yeah, okay, up 6 with 6 minutes to go. Typhon coming in hot here, but that is going to be a timeout coming. I believe that says orange on the bottom, but it is big text. I can't actually see what it says.
Yeah,
I'll tell you,
was orange.
it is orange. Who maybe paused? I don't see. Anyone see?
Yeah, it was
Someone.
GB. It was GB.
It was. Hey, it was GB. Oh, excellent. Thank you for getting that pause out here. Maybe having a little mental reset. I mean, if they lose this round, it is game over. They will not be going through Typhon. Will be getting away from this. They can use this pause. They have not done so yet. But definitely Typhon coming into this round hot, right?
Yeah, I mean, this was really strong from Typhon. I mean, Fireballs did get the first goal, and they were so close immediately from immediately after getting that first goal. They nearly got a second, and they managed to have the disc within just about 2 meters of the goal. But a harsh position there for the side of Fireballs cost them the 2 points, and immediately after that, I feel like they were just on it. Typhon were just on the game, and their counter QB was so strong. And maybe that's what Fireballs is talking about right now. Maybe they're trying to figure out what they can do on the counter QB this time to not get intercepted as much as they are, because the stacks from Typhon are so good right now. They're so clean, they're so precise, and the way this back stack is timing its pushes is perfect. The front stack obviously creating that tension, creating that force, and forcing those passes, and the back stack just waiting in defense, just watching and waiting for the right moment to pounce, and they seem to be perfectly timing it every single time. They have the disc almost all the time. That backstack is so good at capitalizing and so good at getting that. And I feel like if Fireballs can maybe shorten down those passes, make them a little bit closer, make them a little bit more safe, maybe more secure, then they'll have a better chance at going up against that double stack formation that currently Typhon are running. But nevertheless, a pause is definitely going to help when you're going down this many points. It's not over for you, this game. I mean, once you lose this, if you lose this, you go up against Dortmund for your chance to get into Master. But it's so much easier this way. I mean, if Typhon win this round, they're just through. There's no more concerns. And Dauntless is such a terrifying team. I mean, Typhon was the only team to knock Dauntless down. And Fireballs have to have that lingering back in their mind. This will be the... If Fireballs are sent down, this will be the fight between the two teams sent down by Typhon. I mean, Typhon would have really just shown themselves to be the best team here. But if Fireballs go down, they're going to be going up against a very strong team because Dauntless is just that. And whilst these teams are both performing at a very high level very well, Dauntless is on fire today. I mean, they won. I didn't feel like they were at their best yesterday, and today they feel like they're on it.
Well, thank you for that, Lockie, and I couldn't agree more. I mean, these are three very competitive teams, and let's see. I mean, Typhon up 6, Fireballs, mental reset. Does anything change? Well, still the slow QB play quickly over from GB to Tomic. No, that's going to get read by Lucid Knight. Lucid Knight over to HM to the backboard. The bounce, not quite read immediately, but will get picked up by Game Tech and quickly reset to Lucid Knight. Lucid Knight back over HM. And HM gets 2. Typhon started off very strongly. Not what you wanted to see if you're a Fireballs.
Yeah, not what you want to see at all, because they paused to get themselves a mental reset. They paused so they can come into this round hot in the second half of it. And unfortunately, you said Typhon really just don't care. They don't care. They don't care what they want to be told to do. To slow down, to let Fireballs get some more goals, or let Fireballs to move things up a little bit. They have that pressure on still, and Fireballs are still feeling the heat. They are going to get pressured underneath. Game Tech, what a save! Oh my God, Hyper, take that disc away and let them live on a little bit longer. And they can absolutely bring this back in these last 5 minutes, but they need to start changing things.
Whilst it's a clutch save, it's not going to put any points on the board. And they are still 8 down. They have to put something on the board. And right now, such a horrible position for them to be in. They're just being passed around in this triangle right now between Game Tech, Lucid Knight, and HM. They're just constantly passing it around. And Sock's still open in that left-hand tunnel, and eventually he'll be used. But this is the problem, right? They're just going to keep passing it down, keep just running the time, and there's not much time left. I mean, whilst 5 minutes is half the game, there's a lot of time left, but if they keep running the time like this, then this game could be over very quickly, as eventually a bit of a turnover is going to cause Typhon to just clear it away to secure the disc in the opposite half, and HM with a good dive there are able to pick it up once again, and HM just going to take his time once again.
Yeah, I mean, Typhon is doing everything right now. I mean, they're up 8 points. They're just chilling, and they will continue to do so. There are no rush. Jukes the stack, finds the pass to the left side, resets it right back. Stack pressures, just keep on playing this passing game. As long as they stay accurate, this will be a win in their name, as it's going to get over to Game Tech, collapsing on the bubble. Oh, 12-2, Typhon up 10.
Yeah, 10 points up. Significant. Really looking clean here. Typhon knows what they want, and they are going to take it here. In 4 minutes, we could be seeing the first Master team to come out of this Challenger Cup. But GB now, take their time. Time that really they don't have to take. You know, the lovely defense there by Typhon's forcing them to slow down, but they don't. Oh, as they explode out, this could be good. No, it's going to get sent away by the Typhon defense. It's recovered by the sack, the shot into the goal, and there is the second goal of the round for the Fireballs, bringing them 8 points behind. It's closer, but is it close enough?
It might be too little too late. I mean, 3 minutes on the clock. It's definitely doable, and they have a ridiculous amount of time to do so. but they have to really punish this QB here. They have to get some sort of a turnover, or they have to score soon, and they need to keep doing it, because 8 points down, that's a significant amount of points. I mean, it could be put down very quickly, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it is quite the task, and if you let that time run too much, which is exactly what Typhon's doing right now. They're just running the clock. They're just passing it around this stack. And I feel like the back stack has to start getting involved. But no, they don't. Because one mistake on the passing play will lead them punished and nearly with a goal. Could still be with a goal as GB does pick it up. But no, GB misses a grab. He doesn't jump for the disc. And it will be punished as HM gets the clear. And it's going dangerously close to the goal. Bouncing off the nest. No one on it just yet. Going to go over to the left-hand side. Picked up by the stack eventually. As Lucid Knight backs it out for the reset to secure this goal. Or just run time even more.
Yeah, they're running time all day, every day. Now 2.5 minutes left. Fireballs have been doing some great stack pressuring, but Typhon just needs to have clean passes, and that's, frankly, a lot easier, as they're happy to run this clock all day. Now passing across any claps on the bubble. Well, they're getting pressured from behind, but just reset it again.
Yep, resetting it again now, taking it back. HM passing over Sock. Sock's going to walk that one up back again to the reset. They just need to hold this disc. And really, I mean, just holding it back like this, they're forcing Fireballs to come out to them. But Fireballs do come out, and they take that disc in hand, but they immediately, Typhon is on it like a typhoon, swarm that disc back up again. The missed shot that would have been absolutely deadly. But instead, they are going to be taking it back. Fireballs slapping it forward, not quite out. Do they have time to recover? Atomic is going to get that one out for the long clear. Not quite going in. 1 minute 30 to go. They can bring this back. They have to be so fast. They have to start right now. Let's go right here. And they take disc. They move up. They pass over to the start. Comes out at the wrong time. HM stops that one happening.
That is so unfortunate as the pass comes down to Lucid Light, who's going to go for the clear, but GB's ready to receive it down on the back line as they go for a shot attempt. It's not in. 1 minute left. They got to do something, and they got to do it now as duke it around a bit from Lucid Knight's going to send it up to Game Tap. Game Tap's going to send it over to the right, and they can just pass in their half, and they know they only have a couple seconds more for this game to be finished, as HM's now going to be the one to take it. Going to send it down right over once again to Sock. Sock's going to cross it back over to Lucid Knight, and this is what they'll keep doing. And the other stack here needs to get involved, because there is no clear that they're going to go for. Why would they? They're never going to do it. And they've done it. Never mind. I've just had to swallow my own words as immediately they go to run even more time, but I feel like the clear is just because they know they only have to run a couple seconds more. No point passing in your own half, risking that if you lose the disc in your own half, you can immediately get scored on, but you can just clear it out and guarantee the round, and that is it. Typhon goes undefeated somehow. I mean, whilst Fireballs can put in 2 points, it will be enough, and that will be the game. I mean, wow. Typhon did so well. They went the whole thing unbeaten, and now we get to see Dauntless go up against Fireballs. It's the teams that have only been knocked down so far by Typhon going head-to-head. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Typhon having some fun there, but man, oh man, I mean, 6-12, a commanding round 2. Round 1, 17-12. It's just a common theme. Typhon, congratulations to you. But, I mean, the Fireballs journey is not over. I mean, Dauntless Fireballs, that's certainly going to be a match to see and not too far away.
Yeah, not far away at all. Coming up right after this, in fact, as our last matchup of the day. So, I don't actually know how we are doing for timings here, what time we're meant to be at. Are we, someone let me know, are we meant to be running right into that one? Is that right?
Yeah,
now?
we're just running straight in.
Amazing! Straight away! Cool, we're going to run straight into that one then to bring it for the last match of the game. Typhon being our first Master team. Second one between Fireballs and Dauntless, fighting for that second spot here. It's going to be a good one, so don't go anywhere. We will be back in just a second.
chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome back in. I've actually just done an intro again because they told me that I was live a minute ago. But this is the real one. This is it. This is the real time. This is it. And now, this really is the last game of the EU Challenger Cup. We've seen one team, Typhon, storming their way through, not losing a single match, and then making their way into the Master tier. These two, Fireballs and Dauntless, have both lost against Typhon. Now they're going head-to-head to see which of them is going to be Master, because the one that goes through now, the one that wins goes through to Master, the one that loses goes home. This is the final match. There is no finals in this. Typhon, because they did not lose at all, are the top seed. The second seed is going to be either Typhon or Fireballs or Dauntless, depending on who wins this final matchup of the day. It's me, Rooster Worm, here with Luke, and one you see, of course, and Lockie here with Man Wonder T-Man on those cams. Guys, we ready to start this cast?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, this is top 10 placement now. You want to get into that top 10. This is your last opportunity. This is the game. It is either make it or break it. You win, you go through. You lose, and you're done. That is it. It's all to play for. The chips are on the table. Let's see what they can do with them. There's immediate coming out the Fireballs. We're going to start off strong as the passing play comes through, and the goal, maybe no. Immediate save off the header, I think, as now it's picked up by Itris, who gets the clear.
Yeah, it is going to get sent downfield, and Dauntless, a quick counterattack.
Oh, no.
Not finding the long three, but they will find the long recovery. Still, only one player rotated back. They do find the pass across. Satori picking this one up, looking right back to Mandak. I love that name change. Mandak up high over to VR Zeta, and Zeta getting the clear.
Yeah, clearing it here now. Yeah, but clearly it's going to be Hyper taking it back. As it, oh no. What a bounce straight on that corner. That gives that 90-degree back angle. That,
Oh no, what a shot!
shot! What? No, that clear was good. The bounce was just so unlucky. That exact bit on the corner to bounce exactly where it came from. Straight past the players, back into the hands there of the opponent, and straight in. Dauntless kicked off this round with a free.
Yeah, what a shot. I mean, I was not expecting a shot to come in like that already. A couple seconds into the round, an immediate stun, and they're going to go up by 5 already. Mandak's the one to do it as well. Oh, dear. All of a sudden, this game has just flipped on its head for the Fireballs, and now they have to try and keep their mental, right? Because that's a huge hit. That's a really big hit. The 3 followed by messing up the QB and just getting a 2 straight back on you, that hurts. That really has to hurt. And now they have to see what they can do about it. They managed to split the stack, and they will go for a dribble play. The back stack didn't recollect, but not a pickup, as the other front stack managed to come in at the last second.
He's going to get picked up here by the Fireballs. Slowing it down, looking back. Will get picked up by GB. I mean, they're still scoreless at 2 minutes in. But, hey, that might change right here, right now. Diving in the cut. There we go. The goal's found. It's a 3-point game.
God, a nice bit of teamwork there as they get the disc. Immediately, the teammate is there for the stun. These guys have been together as a team since Season 2, fighting it up. Now they're here trying this Master Tier spot. Dauntless, on the other hand, total opposite. A very, very new team, but comprised of very high-level players. It's seriously a matchup here for the ages. They have just shots.
Oh my!
Wait! Ryder takes that one in hand. Amazingly saving there. Get that one not going in. It would have been 8-2 as it is. They save again. GB saves that one once again.
No way. I think the first save was a no-look save, and then GB makes... I'm pretty certain, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure VR Zeta had no time to turn around, made a no-look save, and that is a career-making... That is the one. That's your highlight for the rest of your life as Hyper now looking to make the cut, but no! The saves, all the saves in the world can be made, but if you can't make the shot, none of it matters, and guess who does make the shot? No! Satori blunders and accidentally misses an open goal with limited time, admittedly, from Stack coming in, but they won't do the same. The fireballs confirm it, and those saves will actually come into play, and they will pay off as immediately VR Zeta puts in a 2, only 1 point behind now. What a hectic set of events there.
Oh my goodness, what a start of this game. I mean, 5 points immediately from Dauntless, 4 from Fireballs. It is worth noting, these two teams did see each other twice in the last month, and Fireballs has won both times. So Dauntless, I mean, they want to break that streak, and they might right here, but no, the stun comes through, and it will get sent one more time back. The reset, the double reset, now in the hands of Mandak, and Sausig. You know he can do it. Finds a 3-point lead for Dauntless.
Yeah, that 3-point lead. Dauntless coming in here. They want to get this round. They want to kick the game off fast, but fast is definitely happening because we are only 4 minutes in. The points are coming quick and fast all around. It's time for Fireballs to do another QB as they pass by. No! Messing up their first QB. The stack is there in time. They shoot at the goal. And the thing comes away. Not going to yet. Instead, it is going to be recovered again, though, by the side of Dauntless as they work this up again. Looking for a pass. Looking for an option. Working it up. Taking a shot, not going in. Yeah, it is going to miss. No pass, unfortunately. And it is going to be Zyda taking that one away.
Zeta gets a quick clear. Mandak's going to recollect it. Tries to slap it away. Not successful, however, as VR Zeta picks it up. What a grab, though, from Itris to deny that one as this one goes off the Pac-Man now. Just left low. Sausage jukes around for a little bit, but Zeta tracks down his head and absolutely stuns him out instantly. And now the disc floating left low going to be picked up by VR Zeta. VR Zeta flings a shot. Not on target, and the players from Fireballs can't read it and can't pick it up in time, as it is instead going to be cleared out, maybe. No, not just yet. Going to be picked up instead by Satori, and Dauntless looking to do something here. Going to send it right low. Sausage. Sausage now trying to get it clear, but it's going to go off the Geo. And now a shot from VR Zeta. Still not on target. It's so close, though, as now it goes back into the hands of GB. GB juking around. Going to be able to find Zeta up top. And now the cross goes in for Tomic, and Tomic going to be able to finish that one. Oh, beautiful passing play. Zeta cuts it over, and Tomic finishes it off.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, this is a game. This is what you want to see, fighting for that 10th spot in the finals next weekend. I mean, this is this is what you want. The only way it could be better is could we see round 3? Well, let's see, as it is going to be Dauntless shooting the long 3, but no siree. Tomic steals. What? The disc is still free, as now it's going to be VR Zeta getting the clear all the way through the tube. The far side, it's a stack race, and there's only one stack. Everyone's stunned. Who's there? It's Fireballs, but they don't get it done. Dauntless with a pocket pick and with the clear.
Cleared away, all the way. There, they do recover it. Zyda with the disc. Going for that clear in the tunnel. Bouncing back where it came from, though. Slapped away once again. The goal's open. The stack's there in time. No! Tommy saves it and drags it in with him. Down away they go. That's so unlucky. But with 3 minutes 40 to go and only 3 points apart, this is a close game.
Dude, the mental right now must really be hurting. I mean, to just make that. Yeah, I mean, for you to be kicked down by Typhon when you had an opportunity to get through, and then to be hit like that on an accidental own goal, I mean, it's so painful. And Manzak, is just missing that much more as he ducks 3 players at once and puts it in for the slam dunk. Manzak. Ouch, that really has to hurt now. I mean, they have to pick themselves up as soon as possible because there's still so much time on the clock.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time. 3 minutes left. You know, 4 points, or sorry, 5 points. Lots of time, and let's see if Fireballs can find some time and find some points in the back of their side, as there's going to be some clean passing plays breaking up the stack there. That pass, just a nice little reach from Hyper. Hyper sees the pass across option, is going to bounce away, but it will get picked up by the backline player, GB, who's just going to slow this one down, finds the low long. Now over to Hyper. Hyper getting pressured, finds low pass, getting pressured immediately. No space to think. And, well, maybe they thought too quickly, as there is almost not a recovery from Fireballs. That disc is still free, but they don't keep control of it. Dauntless have an opportunity here to grab the disc, and they do.
They do, they definitely do. It's a nice clear there. Not recovered though until it is going to go again this time. Saucer does get it through all the way. All the way.
Get to your launchers. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
But now it's going down to sub busy man and like that. And we are missing Gracker, who we did see yesterday here doing incredibly well. That makes it hard. When you have not your main roster playing this intense game, it is very, very hard. And so they are honestly going to be making a lot more mistakes than they normally would. We can definitely watch out for that right here. Can you do it again? And a defense. What? What a dodge. They get that one straight into the goal. That is going to put them, again, 9 points up.
I mean, what a position to be in right now, and the pause comes through, but it's a bit late now. I mean, what a horrible position that you must be in for the side of Fireballs. I mean, not only have you just been knocked down by Typhon, but now you have to go up against Fireball. Sorry, now you have to go up against Dauntless, who are coming in strong and playing well. You have to play with a substitute. You've just been Chicago'd on a recent goal. You managed to get the save, but it's not enough, and it just goes through your hand. And this is such a horrible position to be in right now. This really must start to hurt, and the pause coming through, no doubt, trying to calm things down. But is it too late? They do have time. They're gonna have to get a lot of threes. They're gonna have to get 3 of them, to be precise. But is it too late? Is it too late? And it just might be.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly will see. As you say, there is time. I mean, these players have certainly been playing quite phenomenally. Tomic, despite being the sub, 4 points to his name, 2 saves. I mean, certainly a valuable member on this roster. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you just look at the aggregate stats line, which of course I know you folks, don't see just yet, but there's 14 to 5 shots taken for Dauntless. I mean, Dauntless is just putting on the pressure. They have more stuns. They have more shots. Sure, okay, Fireballs have some great defense, but as you said, Lockie, earlier, I mean, saves aren't points. We need to see goals in the back of the net. We need shots towards the net. If they're dunks, great. I mean, Dauntless finding their dunk meta working for them here in this game, but I mean, Fireballs, we just need some action in the offensive, really, from you, to get this game turned around and get this, series turned around, because maybe round 1, maybe there's time, maybe there's not, but round 2, a whole new game, and I mean, Fireballs, they can pull through.
No, they definitely can. They definitely can. This pause could be it. I mean, they are probably strategizing over there in their side, trying to work out, because although they're unlikely to be able to get the round back at this point, it still could be used for momentum. But yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point, though, as well, that, it may be best save the next round. I mean, if they're, sure, you want to use this round to work things out, make sure that you can come into the next one hot, but if you're in a bad spot, it is possible that you could just wait that extra minute and then pause afterwards. There's mixed, but it is honestly high stakes. We'll have to see. I mean, see what they do after this. The thing to remember as well is, while they're doing this, while they're talking and planning, the other team, Dauntless, as we've just seen, for the entire time we've been paused, they're in the arena. They're stacking. They're regrabbing. They're shooting around the arena, making sure they stay hot. So as soon as they go into the next round, they'll have been doing that. The Fireballs will need to make sure they get into it again. Maybe a little bit colder. Maybe not a huge difference, but it could be enough to have an effect on them, as they are now going to be going in once again. Unpause coming out. A chance here to see if that mental reset has worked for them, if they can change things up.
Yeah, that's often the thing with pauses, is whilst your plans may be improved, Sometimes you've cooled down and you've relaxed a little bit. The plan didn't go so much to plan, however, as immediately a turnover has come through, and this is looking very in the favor of Dauntless now, as some juking around has managed to calm things down for a second, but not for any more than just that, as a long shot comes through. It's a dig. And that will save them by the bell only just, though, as once again, Mandak picks it up. Mandak, I think he's going to juke this the whole way in. He takes the shot, but it's a bit late and it's a bit wide as the clear comes through, but it's not all the way in. And Zach is going to have to... He's putting the cherry on top of the pain train right now. I mean, this must be really hurting for Fireballs. They're getting hit every single time, and then just that on top is so unfortunate and so hard to deal with.
Yeah, Will. I mean, 15 seconds here, 10 seconds about left in gameplay. And let's see if they can try something new. Let's see if they can, use this as a little bit of high-pressure practice time moving into round 2. But that actually might be in. That's the... That would have been huge. Unfortunately, it was not meant to be. 17-6, first round. Certainly a great round from Dauntless. But Fireballs, I mean, they had moments of brilliance there, Retep.
Yeah, they really did. They've done some good, really good stuff. You can see how they've been together for so long, how they've worked together so much. The chemistry is there. The passes are good. The pressure's been great. The stack's been nice. But overall, we're just seeing, for me, my point of view, what I can see here is Dauntless. The individual skill level of some of their players is just incredible. I mean, they are able to juke their way in, get the pressure on so hard on the Fireballs. It's just so hard to see what they can do against it sometimes, because when they have a player coming in, the defense is there in position, everything looks good, but the Dauntless player is able to just juke past, find those little openings, and slam it into the goal anyway. I mean, Lockie, what do you do against that?
I mean, the problem is that it shouldn't be happening in the first place. There needs to be a bubble defense set up. You can't just let the player do that, but they're doing it so well that it is very difficult to stop, and then that brings other problems. The fact that that's going to hit your mental quite hard. I mean, you've got the other team like juking on you, dunking on you, and doing all that. It hurt. It really hurts, and the only thing they can do to stop it is hold a bubble defense and do their best to force them to take shots from as long a distance as they can. The goalie can hopefully save maybe a 6 or 5 meter shot. But nevertheless, we're going to go into the second round, and let's see what Fireballs can do to hit back, as they do get the disc immediately on the first one, and Hyper's now going to juke around himself, trying to get away, but no, Mandak gets a good stun there, and that's going to slow them in their tracks. But a great grab, though, from Tomic, however, Sausage takes it right back, going for the clear into the right-hand tunnel.
Through the tunnel and through the goal, almost! No! We do find the recovery, maybe? No, the Fireballs still finding a 0-0 score line. I mean, we can talk about defense all day, but if they could add more points on their side of the board, I mean, that's the best way to turn this game around for sure, as it is going to get sent through. Fireball's not quite reading that one at all, so it will be Dauntless getting that clear through. It's an open net if they get this disc, and they do. It's 2 for Dauntless, 0 for Fireballs.
Yeah, okay, bringing that one in. Fireballs are gonna be needing to move things fast, because this is their potentially final round of this entire tournament. And if they can get it back, if they lose this, they have no more chances this season to get that master spot. They've had it before. They've won before. They definitely can do this. But right now, Dauntless is just playing so well. Like that. They take it out of the hands of a Hyper. Not a chance given to get their own attack. Instead, it is going to be coming in. And oh, the stack work. The stack there. Reading that, taking that, walking it, and slamming it in.
Yeah, what a play there. And 1 minute off the clock, and already see 4 points going into the favor of Dauntless, and this is them carrying forward this momentum, right? They just keep on hitting, and honestly, Fireballs just have to put some points on the board. A good juke there to slow the stack a little bit, and now the passing coming through VR Zeta can have a stack behind him. They're gonna have this stack be broken up actually, as GB gets a good stun there on Mandak, and now they can have some time to relax. How the stack does recollect eventually, and now Sausage and Mandak nearly getting that intercept, but they won't be able to. There's a good ghost pass there to the stack. However, a missed pass there might cost them. The Zeta gets it, and it's a good juke to give himself a little bit of extra time. Pass to GB. GB with a brilliant juke gets it towards the goal and into the net. There it is, a 2 points difference now. And that was a really good play overall, from getting that stack stunned to then finding the ghost pass, working well under pressure, and getting the final goal, final pass.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Fireballs needed. They needed points on the board. And I mean, my game just crashed, so you go!
I would love to go, dude. I would love to go. As they do take that disc coming up once again, it is going to be Dauntless taking it back, working up, going down below. No, it isn't get taken back once again by the Fireballs, who are going to go for a shot. Bouncing up, not quite making it in. They recover in time, but the stack's on them. They need to move fast to get around them. The pressure is good. They take it in, but the defense is even better, taking that one away. And 5TB will come again. No, but Mandak. Dan Mack, the man himself, says no. Take it away.
That is so unfortunate, because that save that actually was there was a headbutt. That was a headbutt. It was not intentional to not go. Even at that close of a range, I would have thought it would have been a headbutt and then go into the goal after the headbutt. But no, it went straight down and no one scored off of it. But luckily, BR Zeta's going to be able to make that shot just in time before the stacks get back. So the headbutt save will not give them what they needed, as it's all right making saves if you can't capitalize off it. But BR Zeta will capitalize for the side of Fireballs, as now Dauntless have a joust advantage and they have to do their best to lay some points back on and regain their control of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for control right now, and I mean, both these teams are so hot, but it's gonna be Dauntless. That's how you play with the tic-tac-toe long 3 all day, 7-4. Oh my.
Oh my god, okay. 3 points apart right here. Not much time. 5 minutes to go. Just over half the round. They definitely can do it, but still, they're hot on their heels right now, as they do pass that one away just in time. Zeta now taking that one away. Zeta, mixed reactions here on which one it is. I don't even know who to trust anymore, but I know that Zula, as they do take that one in for a shot coming in. Clear! It does go in. It is bouncing up above. It is just getting missed by both the stacks from Dauntless, but instead it isn't go behind there. Dancing in, swinging it in, and a slam dunk. Mac down with 5 minutes to go and a solid 5 points.
Yeah, Mandak finds the 2, and this is such a horrible position now for Fireballs. They had a little bit of promise when they equaled the scoreline, but the promise has been ripped away slowly. 5 minutes, they still have time, but seeing as they're already down a round and now potentially even down more. What a stun there from Tomic, saving his player. That stack had a really good read on what was going to happen there. Shot comes through, but it is not in the right direction perfectly, at least as a stack from Fireballs picks it up, but Sausage gets a good steal, have a good grab there from Hyper, I think, or maybe VR Zeta, I don't. Either way, it's going to be in the hands of Sausage now. Sausage is going to juke around a little bit. He's going to send it up top to the nest, and now Satori going to be moving up the field, finding the right-hand tunnel, and no one on it just yet, but it's going to float through, and it's going to be picked up by VR Zeta, and VR Zeta going to have a stack behind them, and now the clear comes all the way through, picked up by Itriz. Itriz on the top level, and going to send it now down low into the hands of Mandak, and Mandak with an open net, going to find the ding ring on picked up once again by Mandak, as VR Zeta gets a good stun to buy themselves some time.
Yeah, buying some time and also finding a clear, but I mean, quickly chased after by Dauntless.
Yeah.
Fireballs, I mean, 5 behind. You know, don't count them out just yet, as that is going to bounce off the backboard. That will get picked up, and that will be 2 more. I mean, Fireballs just not finding their pace as we're used to in the second round. And of course, I mean, 3 minutes and change. And if Dauntless wins this, GG, Dauntless makes that 10th spot a reality, and Fireballs, you know, unfortunately go home. But, I mean, this is where it matters most. Let's see the Fireballs dig in.
Yeah, this is where it counts. 7 points! 7 points and a 1 stun! Recovery coming out there. They have a chance. They can get it back in hand. They need to make sure they don't get caught up in the stress. They do get captured with the disc, though. They shoot, and they score! Fireballs take that one back in. Hyper with the shot, the laser, the beam, the goal going in. Now just 4 points. That is going to be very close.
Yeah, I mean, 4 points down. That's all right now, and that's such a crucial 3 to get, because that would have been the hard point to find. But with 3 minutes left, I mean, this could go definitely into the hands of Fireball. It's a good read on the bounce there by Satori. Mandak picks it up. Mandak's going to cross it over to Sausage. As Sausage finds this reset over to Itriz. Itriz going to send it back up to Sausage. Sausage going to send it over to the left. Satori back to Sausage, and that's the one that they needed. And that good positioning by Sausage being upside down on the underside of the nest. Very elusive, very difficult to mark, and easily pushed into the bubble and scored. And that's going to put them up by a lot of points now. It's 6 points, and it's going to be a hard road to get that back with only 2 minutes left.
It is. I mean, that's one of those high percentage scoring positions as well. Of course, the bottom of nest around shield. I mean, man, oh man. But Fireballs, 2 minutes, 6 points, 2 threes, 3 twos. They can definitely pull through. They need to if they want a round 3, if they want to continue, and they might find 2 more, but no! That doesn't get picked up by Satori over to Mandak. Mandak now looking to find the stack for a clear. Will it connect? Yes. They're still together. They look for the mail. Is it in? No. Is the recovery there? No. So a bit of a self-clear maybe as Fireballs pick it up.
Yeah, here we go. 6 points. 6 points in 1 minute 40. It could be it. This could be the goal.
No.
The save. This could be it again, though. Zeta coming in for the shot. Not going in just yet. Just bouncing past. Bouncing away. Trying to recover. The stun comes out. They shake that one. Oh,
No, you can't leave that open.
It goes in. VR Zeta takes that one in for another shot into the goal, which means they have the time. They have 1 minute 10 to get 1 3-pointer or 2 goals to get themselves back in there.
Dude, that is such an unlucky mistake. I mean, marking the player instead of marking the goal when they need 6 points and only a few minutes left, it is such an unfortunate mistake. As Hyper manages to fling this one away, and they don't need to go for a 3. They can just go for some 2s. They can just the 2s if they have to, but I think they're going for the 3s. Gonna go in off the head of Hyper though, as it's picked up once again by someone from Fireballs. VR Zeta gonna be able to control something with here with an open pass to shield, but not gonna be able to make it as the clear comes picked up instead by Satori. Now looking to recollect it. It's in the hands of Mandak, and that is it off his own head. Actually, if this doesn't go in, that's gonna be a huge. He's gotta score this. Oh, what a shot! Difficult angle, sends it in off the ding ring. And what a weird set of events to finish off the game. But that is it. You have your 2 new master teams. One of them new, one still going back in. It's Typhon and it's Dauntless.
Wow. I mean, what a way to end the game. Of course, there's still 10 seconds left going for the headbutt. It is going to go cleanly through. Maybe they can get a 3. Well, maybe they actually can. But unfortunately, it won't be enough. But man, oh man, congratulations to Dauntless. What a game, Fireballs. You know what? It is certainly unfortunate, but man, you played absolutely incredibly. That was such a fun one to watch.
Dude, that was incredible. That was such a good game. They were close. They were so close.
Yeah.
That shot they hit on the goal that bounced off that player's head, a millimeter apart. A millimeter, and that would have been it. That would have been the game going in, at least into OT. But as it was, Dauntless were able to hold them out all the last second, almost losing that last goal, but recovering it back. And that is it. You're right. That's it. That's the Challenger Cup. That's us for Europe until finals. We have all 10 teams solidified now for those final positions. Fireballs did not make it this time, and Dauntless coming in hot, and they're looking really, really good. Like, they're going to have a good chance. I have been pumped for finals the entire season, and watching these games has only made me like more excited. Like the level of gameplay we've been seeing today, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a good performance from both teams, and I honestly just feel for Fireballs. They started in the upper bracket with a huge opportunity to win, and just it's unfortunate, but they did their best, and unfortunately Dauntless did just a little bit better, and that'll let them win. What a performance from both teams, though. They did really well, and Dauntless just getting away with it in the end, coming in clutch in the end to win all their games in the lower bracket, come back, and maybe they'll give Typhon a run for their money once again in finals if we do manage to see that matchup. I hope that we do, but will be Dauntless who takes the 10th place seeding for Master to see them in the finals. We will have NA in a bit. I believe it will start around 5:50, around 6 p.m. Eastern date time, I think. So you'll see that a bit later. I'm not sure how many hours exactly, but you'll see it later. You'll see it later. It's
2.5
NA,
hours.
and we've got 2.5 hours, yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, you've got your EU top 10 decided already. I mean, incredible by both teams, and you've got your finalists decided already, and that's really what these teams here today were playing for. So what an incredible job overall.
Yeah, it really was an incredible job. I'm not sure if we can pull up the bracket, not the bracket, we saw that already, but the standings are not. But congratulations to the top 10 coming into next weekend for EU. Vertigo number 1, Blast number 2, Gravity number 3, Scuff 4, Phantoms 5, Men 6, Team 7, Koi 8, Typhon 9, and Dauntless number 10. So huge congratulations to all of them. The only swap up is Dauntless moves up, Synergy moves down, and the rest of the Master Division stays just like it was. So, you know, huge hype weekend next weekend on May 14th and May 15th. Make sure you do tune in, because if you enjoyed what you saw today, we're going to see so much more next weekend. Also, huge shout out before you go, Rita, a huge shout out to our sponsors, VR Cover, HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, and seriously, huge shout out to the mods behind the scenes. I mean, we get to have some fun here on stream. Retip, myself, Lockie, Wonder T-Man, but it's really Blank 56 and the rest of the mod team who Blank 56 is representing the mod team right now here for us. But, you know, really making this league run. So huge shout out to them. But yeah, sorry, Retip, go for it.
No, I was gonna say that the sponsors, everyone who made this all possible to bring us this prize pool to get us here for the end. I'm also seeing, Luke, are those wireless HyperX headphones?
They are, you know, it's
You're
a
rocking them.
huge shout out to HyperX
God.
Pro Wireless.
God,
They have 300 hours apparently. I
Yeah.
mean, we'll see. So
I'm
far,
still
I've
stuck in
been.
the last version. Damn it.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, but massive thank you, HyperX, everyone that's sponsoring these guys, making this possible. This isn't it, of course. Obviously, as you said, NA later, finals next week. You can use the bot in the Discord to find out more about everything. Make sure you know what the dates are. May 14th, May 15th, 2.5 hours to the next ones. Guys, thanks everyone so much for watching along. This has been us. Make sure you check in NA later, and we will see everyone in the end. Finals. See you then.
And we're underway.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.